Jordan. No, I'm not going to make you a new outfit. Not right now, Alex. I'm busy with science. Jordan. No, I'm not going to make you a new outfit. Not right now, Alex. I'm busy with science. going to make you a new outfit. Not right now, Alex. I'm busy with science.
Hi, everybody. I'm here by myself right now because Fel was out eating while Infinity Friday got started. It's like we don't do this every week or something. And I don't know where Calvin is, so yay. Executive chat. What? Oh, okay, that's what's going. Gotcha. Oh, that's cool. Doing tests while trying not to get shot. I mean, to be fair, school is nowadays very much try not. It's less about try not to get shot and more about try not to get COVID. But I saw that Wraith that was pretty funny. It gave me a chuckle. So Richie is by himself. I am by myself for now. Hi, I have money to buy modern military stuff, but I stick with the old stuff. Alice gear all the way. All right, well, there you go, Crafter. Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, right now I'm all by myself, but that's okay. They should be here soon. I didn't know Rule 34 had a theme. Wait, what? What the hell? Oh my god. Okay, what? Y'all gotta stop posting in there. Alright. Okay. Did I make sure to post? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Oh, got a message from Calvin. Can't right now. Been trying to help my mom come down from a panic attack. Gotcha. Okay, so family troubles. Family troubles on Calvin's end. So that's a legit excuse. Let's see. All I gotta do is mute the conversation until I turn it back on, and now I won't get notifications about executive chat. That's gonna be good. All right. We were gonna be doing freaking character building stuff today anyway. It wasn't gonna be all about there we go. It wasn't gonna be all about music today anyway, so that's okay. Calvin gotta take care of family stuff, and I understand. We Oh yeah, we have a Discord if you'd like to join. Alright, so let me go on to the lo-fi real quick. Let's just put some lo-fi on. I want to get some lo-fi going. I don't care what everybody says. I just want to play some lo-fi. You want to hear what the lo-fi I found this week? It's kind of cool. I like it. There we go. A little bit of lo-fi going on. No. I'm not on the Fat Dog Discord. It's funny. I just pitched the Fat Dog Discord. I'm not on it. So, yeah, that's a no to that. But you can talk to the others. They're pretty cool. I'm just a jerk who doesn't stay on. Yeah. All right. So, personality, some history, special traits. All right, so I'm probably going to type up a new document just to go through, like, yeah, we're going to type up a new document. That way I don't have to have you guys staring at what could possibly be a spoiler. So I'm just going to, all right, for right now, cool. Character history. That's going to be kind of important. And while I'm here, I'm going to sign off of Steam. No reason to have Steam open right now. Yeah. Because I don't want notifications popping up in the lower portion of my feed. What are you shouting "Can't Stop Me Now" about? It's Are you trying to do the song by Queen? Is that what you're doing, Wraith? What is going on here? I'm not from Boston, and even though I'm white, no, it's not happening today. I'm in kind of a blah mood. Sorry. Man, I should have got some water before this. At least I don't have to put on a shirt. Yeah.
And became uncommonly strong. Now the boy, known as Goku, is on his own and has become the sole guardian of his grandfather's most mystical possession, his Dragon Ball.
If so, it's here. That's the line. You were close. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me 'cause I'm having. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that meme. You weren't the only person that sent it though, Wraith. I've seen it from other people. Like, I've seen it multiple times. Alright. Character history. Who do we want to chat about as a character? Like, how much of their history? So this is the cool thing. Alright, so when you do character history, you're literally building, like, the basics of a character. So, alright, so check it out. Like, if we wanted to go through D&D kind of stuff. Okay, so let's say... Okay, if I go to my characters, okay, let's just do a character creation real quick. Okay, standard. We'll call him, okay, Jordan. And, you know, the closest thing D&D has right now to a Drakenfell would be a Tiefling. Choose that race. Now let's go back and choose a picture that's proper. Go into OTP manga, go to, where is Jordan? Jordan. Bam. Do we not have any decent pictures of Jordan? Just a face? Yeah, I'm trying to work on Infinity's light stuff, so I can't just jump over to memes. Sorry. We don't have any decent pictures of Jordan, do we? Wow. I don't think we have any decent images of Jordan. You probably shouldn't call him peasant. Like, to be fair, you're literally talking to one of our executive producers. You'll laugh at me for it? I probably will. Let's see. He's not a paladin. Would he be a sorcerer or a wizard? You're a premium peasant. That's funny. Alright, fine. I'll click on the damn thing. Oh, you guys are having ups. Funny. Okay. Well, I guess I'll say he's a wizard, and he has. Let's see. Does he have the Warcaster feat? Okay. When can I use the Warcaster feat? Warcaster, D&D 5th edition. Yes, you are super duper premium peasant. Oh dear God. D&D Beyond Warcaster feat. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Is there a particular... Okay, I just didn't want to make sure that there wasn't like a particular... hello.
Hey, Richie.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay,
I probably sound a lot clearer and better.
See, I don't know. See, I don't know if he would have the... No, he would have the Warcaster ability. He's just not... He's not up in your face kind of fighter.
What are we talking about?
Jordan. I'm making Jordan as a D&D character. Like I'm building a character sheet for Jordan. Right now I have him at level 6.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, he only needs to be level 4 total. Confirm. All right, cool. Arcane tradition. Abjuration, conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation, illusion, necromancy, transmutation.
Wouldn't it be enchantment?
Enchantment?
Enchantment.
Sorry,
It's
Dragon
Jordan.
Dragon Age 1. Enchantment.
Oh
Dragon Age Origins, man. Yes, an adventurer, sword person, adventurer. No, Fel, you're still. Ray said no, Fel, you're still you.
Okay, I wasn't even talking about myself.
Apparently, evocation gives more powerful attack. I mean, he is kind of a he's not an enchantment. He's not an enchant caster. He's not a spell. He's not an enhancement kind of character. He'd be more like evocation, I feel. So how do I go back to arcane tradition? Okay, not enchantment. Okay, evocation. That's like throwing attacks at people and stuff, right?
I believe evocation's that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Crafter said yeah. So, yeah. See, he's a straight out power mage kind of type guy. He's not going to run in, and he's not about like enhancing other people's abilities. Pippa is more of a enchantment kind of character. She's the support mage. Okay, so I would say he's probably good at Arcana. I wouldn't say he's good at history. I wouldn't peg him as being so big on religion either. But like
I would say either
like medicine, but no, actually he probably would be history. Arcana and history. I think he'd be more Arcana and history. Evocation is your fireball wizard. Gotcha. Okay, going through the point buy system. His wisdom would probably be his big stat. Unfortunately, he dumps everything else into charisma because he's an idiot.
See, I'm surprised he's not a bard.
He's kind of a constitution. Well, charisma's his second stat, so he's kind of in a way. And then in intelligence, he's got a shit dexterity, and his strength is practically nothing. So it would be 15 for wisdom, 14 for charisma, 13 intelligence, 13 constitution. Actually, he'd probably be a 12 on that and a 10 on con. So 12 intelligence, 13 constitution. Of course, they're like, oh, well, why is he a 12? I was like, well, because he's kind of stupid. He's kind of stupid. And I put him down as a tiefling. So I don't know if he has, what's his racial score for tiefling? Any racial bonuses? Wait.
It depends on which tiefling you
Racial traits +2 plus 2 charisma +1 intelligence.
Oh yeah.
There's the race bonus stuff. Okay, +1 to intelligence. So yeah,
Because,
he doesn't need that much intelligence then. Give him an 11 on that. And give his Oh, I can't give him a +1. I can't give him a +1. Okay, so his charisma, he's a 16 on charisma. So his highest stat is his charisma.
Are you sure he's just not a bard?
He's a mage with high charisma, well, he thinks pretty well of himself. He thinks highly of himself is the problem.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
I don't know. I don't necessarily know if that translates to charisma. I'm gonna put his charisma down to a 12. I'm gonna leave his intelligence where it is. Give him that. Dexterity. You know what? I'll give him just average dex. He gets a +1 to dex. He's just average on strength. +1 on
right.
constitution.
A sorcerer would be another good option for him.
Sorcerer.
Yeah, that way he gets because we could give him the dragon bloodline too.
Oh, does sorcerer get warcaster?
It doesn't, but it does get blood archetype, blood stuff that you can choose.
Why?
It also lets you
See, the thing is, it's kind of hard, even knowing more about D&D now than I did before. It's kind of hard to nail him down. Whereas I absolutely know that Alex is a monk. Alex is a monk. Pippa's definitely a wizard. Absolutely. Tomo is a ninja, so she's like a stealth. She's like a silent monk. Or you could say that. You could also say that Alex is an unarmed fighter.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Because Alex isn't about the stealthy, but Tomo is, and you can have monks that can use weapons. It's not all about unarmed combat. Or she'd be a stealthy fighter. God, see, I could go back and forth on either of these characters. Boss is a paladin, straight up. He's a paladin. And then there's, to be fair, Prouse is basically just a tinkerer. You can also have ninja monks. Oh, I'm aware. But Prouse is a tinkerer. I don't know what a tinkerer would be.
Artificer.
Artificer? I don't know if that's a thing is that in the basic player's guide?
It was added recently. It's considered one of the new races. Not races, classes.
Okay, let me see. Let me get at it. Okay, cancel. Let me go to another my characters thing right now, and let me create a character. Let me see if I can get Artificer. I don't know if it's even a thing. Class. It's not in there. I'd have to pay for it, I bet.
That's so. He would be an artificer, though. Like, truthfully.
Artificer.
Yeah, it's basically the class that's like, we're gonna use our smarts and we're gonna make magical things. I'm gonna make this cannon here, and it's gonna float and fire.
Artificer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a class. I have to buy. I have to pay for it if I view purchasing options. I have to buy the book. It would cost $30. It's $29.99. Yeah.
Yeah, just wait. Wait for
individual purchaser. No, individual purchase items. Alchemist, blacksmith, artillerist. Wait, you can't get artificer by itself?
Oh no, you can get the subclasses as well.
Oh, for $2.99, get the subclasses. I can do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Fuck all the rest of this. I'm not paying $30 for that. No. Proceed to checkout.
We just want the one.
All right, I need to move this. I need to move that aside so you guys aren't seeing all my information. No offense. No offense. I don't want to show that on stream.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. No. PayPal keeps wanting to pop up on the other screen. It's like no. Save and continue. No.
Hey, just you know what'd be funny? They are like after we make these character sheets, people are like, "No, this character's totally this class." We'll look at them like, "No, they're not.
No, they're not. They're how we want them to be. This is just kind of a base starting off point." Okay. It just started. Neat. And now you're supposed to tell me, well, now it is, and it's all your fault, Dave. No. Okay, the confirmation. There we go. Artificer. Bam. Okay, so he is, let's see, he would be human variant, not just straight up human, right?
Yeah, human variant would make sense.
Human variant, he's an artificer. I would start them all level 4 except for Alex, who's probably at level 6 because she's a bit further on. Alex is level 6 and Pippa would be level 5. Okay,
so my question is, does he care more about mechanics or potion making?
Mechanics. He's not a potion maker.
I know. Well, I'm saying we can get rid of don't pick alchemist.
Don't take alchemist. Okay. Artificer infusions. Enhance arcane focus. Enhance defense. Yeah, that's going to be the first option. Enhance weapon. Returning weapon. That's going to be. There we go. Enhance returning weapon. Repeating shot. There we go. Good stuff. Artificer infusions. Artificer. Instead of artillerist, I would think battlesmith. Let's see. Setting for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Yeah. What is the battlesmith thing?
Battlesmith. Fuck, I'm so used to artillerists. Give me a. They get. Battlesmiths do get basically a robotic companion. So basically like a dog, a chocobo. I know one of my friends is making a chocobo, in a sense. It's basically they have a kind of an animal companion, but it's a robot.
An animal companion, but it's a robot for battlesmiths?
Yes.
He doesn't have that.
Let me double check if that's right.
He doesn't have to have that, though.
He would, it's just he gets the steel defender, so it's basically a construct of whatever he wants it to be.
Okay. Iron Man suit or something of that nature.
Well,
I'm not giving him I'm not giving him a little partner just yet.
I would argue that artificer would be more what he would, artillerist would be more of what he is. If you don't want him to have basically robot.
He doesn't have one yet because we haven't made like robot species or ranks or any of that stuff. We'll get to that later. I want to get our characters fleshed out before we start adding more.
Well, I'm not-
races like robots and stuff, because then we have to
Well,
be like, are these robots sentient? Which ones are? Which ones are not? You know, that kind of thing.
Oh, no. And I'm just trying to help out so then we can get the.
He may make himself a buddy later on down the line. He's just not going to start with one.
But I mean, we can always change it too. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I'm not purely making a thing at the moment, but I'm just trying to get some basic stuff down. Okay, so his his proficiencies, thieves' tools, tinkerer's tools. Yes. Chooses an artificer skill. I would say he's pretty good at perception.
Yeah.
Then another artificer skill. Investigation. And then his tools would be tinkerer's tools.
Yes.
If they're not letting me choose that. I guess he just automatically has tinkerer's tools.
Yeah, I would say
Leatherworks tools, cobblers, brewer supplies. See, they're not going to have any other stuff that we're technically going to be looking at.
Well, alchemist supplies allow you to make potions and stuff, which I could see him.
But he doesn't make potions.
Well, no, it's still a science kit.
Well, that's also true. He does work in chemistry.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot more sense. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to do ability score or a feat. I'm not going to give him alert. Mage Slayer?
No.
Funny. Observant. Prodigy. I would give him that. He is technically considered a prodigy. You have a knack for learning new things. You gain one skill proficiency of your choice, one tool proficiency of your choice, and fluency in any one language. Yeah, that's definitely prowess, dude. Choose a language. Yeesh. Zemnian is now considered a language. That was not there before. It's standard for most characters to have 2 feet. JD, that's funny. His fellow robot? I mean, no, he's a human being. I've met him.
No. Yeah, I mean... I would like to be robot.
Draconic. He understands Draconic, being around Jordan. He would have picked it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so other skills that he would have. He's going to need sleight of hand just for performing certain, like, crafting things. He'll need a good sleight of hand. Investigation, perception, or sleight of hand. Choose a skill, but I have those 3.
Oh, it means it gets an additional plus.
An additional plus to. I'm gonna give sleight of hand the extra. Okay, so brewers, calligraphers, disguise kit, no. Forgery kit, no. Weavers, tools, wood carvers, painters, navigators, tools, masons, leather working tools, no. I would say probably an herbalism kit.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, that'd be closest with him. So this is basically, you get 3 and I have none. No fair. What? It's not my fault you don't have feet. Okay, so number 1 thing, his top stat would be intelligence.
Yeah,
He's very smart.
Yeah, artificers are always gonna have.
He's gonna need to have high dexterity just to build shit.
Yeah, I would say
wisdom is wisdom or strength would be his next one up.
I would say wisdom. I don't picture him being.
Well, it depends. It depends on some of the work that he has to do, but like most of it's very micro. Yeah, I would say that charisma is probably his dump stat.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yeah. So his intelligence is 15, dex of 14, wisdom of 13, con of 12, strength of 10, and charisma is his negative dump.
Yeah.
He does not. Yeah. Human variants do not have racial bonuses. It does not appear.
Yeah, but he is a level 4, so he would get that +2.
To which?
To whatever stat. Take another feat or because at level 1, variant humans do get a feat at level 1. So this is him at level 1.
No, this is him at level 4. And instead of choosing an ability score, I chose to give him a feat, which is Prodigy.
Really thought
I haven't given him ability score. Now there is an ability score increase. I'm probably gonna dump that into intelligence.
Yeah. Oh, we can dump
it only gives me 1. Oh, I have to choose 2 different ones. Skill. Let's see. Another skill. Athletics, intimidation, medicine. Medicine, maybe?
Yeah, medicine would allow him to...
Medicine or survival. I mean, he gets picked on a lot. I would think stealth would be a key thing for him.
Yeah, I mean, with a decent dex, yeah.
It's either nature or medicine. I'm thinking...
I don't see him as a nature dude. Like,
he has to... medicine and nature.
I would argue medicine.
Yeah, I would think medicine is probably a better one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give a boost to his wisdom real quick.
Oh, yeah, he still gets the free feat because variant human.
Oh, well, then in that case, I'm going to go back to his initial feat thing, and I'm going to change that to ability score improvement. All right, and go back, and instead this time I'll choose... Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Prodigy. There we go. Bam. Okay, now we go choose language, draconic, choose skill.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Sleight of hand, and then an herbalism kit. Bam. That way I'm not wasting.
Why we're using D&D? It's just because it's a. Think of it
Celestial
as a way
because he was raised on Zalura, more or less.
Yeah.
It's a good way to just build it. It's a good way to build like
a character.
No, good way to build a character. Okay, so right now his intelligence is 15. Right? Yeah, I put a 15 on there. So he's now at a 16 because of racial bonus. And he has a +1 on wisdom. His wisdom is at 14. His intelligence is 16. It's about to get another boost. So yeah, I'm going to boost him. I'm going to boost him another 2 intelligence. Because he's rather smart.
Yeah, he's going to have an 18 intelligence.
Yeah, he's an 18 intelligence. He's got a +4 mod on that, a +2 on wisdom, -1 on charisma, +1 on constitution, +2 on dex, and a 0 on strength.
Yeah.
Okay, really quickly, we're just going to say Prouse. And I'm going to get a, let's choose an image. Come on now. No. Let's go to Prouse. You know what? Let's not do that. Let me... Okay.
And sorry if this... Guys, just look at it this way. You're getting a little bit of an insight on our characters by us using
a little bit of background, yeah. We're going to be getting... And nobody's complaining. I don't believe so. Look in the comments. Instead of just assuming that people are complaining.
Oh, no. Someone's DMing me. That's why I'm addressing it.
Oh, why are they complaining? Who
No,
this?
No, they were wondering. I'm not saying who. They know who they are.
You know who you are. You know who you are. You know what you did.
But, would we play a D&D game? I don't know.
No, probably not. I wouldn't.
I'm not. I mean, it's a fun thing to look at, but I don't know if we would play D&D with them.
Probably not. No. Okay. Save as House Avatar. You know, that works so much better. Okay, and bam. That's all it took. Just one look. That's all it took. Okay, bam. Are you? Ah, man, that sucks. Set portrait. There we go. Kablamo. Okay, so choose an option. Custom background. I'm probably gonna have to do a custom background. Yeah, custom background. Configure. Choose options. Skills plus tools. 2 skills, 1 tool, 1 language. 2 skills, 2 tools. 2 skills. I don't think he's gonna be a linguist. So it's more like 2 skills, 2 tools.
Yeah, I would argue that.
Background feature.
That give me a Richie link. I'm gonna link the stream. I forgot to do the announcement.
Yeah, well, I've known that.
I was running late. Guys, just to be clear, I was running late. So
Yeah,
that's
I
a
told
little-
them. I told them why you were late, but yeah. Yeah, you didn't see a notification on Fat Dog Discord, but there was a notification on my Discord because I posted it.
Yeah.
So if you're on my Discord server, there you go. Pay attention to that too, please. Because when I go live on Fat Dog, I'm not in Fat Dog, so I'm not gonna post it. And it was just me here, Rick. That's why. You saw a notification on YouTube? There you go. That's also a way. Okay. People. Peach. I forgot. Dude, I forgot most of this shiz. Okay, bam. Okay. Let's get some basic stuff out of the way. Do I even know what fucking eye color he has? I know that he's 6'4". A very tall dude for a scientist. Which is weird. You wouldn't think he was. Actually, this is probably from before. We probably should change his height. 5 foot. Let's put him at 5 foot 10. 5'10". With the weight of 135. Actually 45, probably better. Age 15. Yeah, he's 15. Male. Bam. I don't know what eye color he has. I don't think we initially thought about that. A lot of the stuff for him needs to change as well. Yeah, because this is back when we had him as kind of like a paladin character. Yeah, a lot of this. Yeah, I'm having to redo quite a bit of his character profile because so much has changed. Okay,
Hey, this is why we're so guys, just if you're realizing why are they making D&D characters with our character, because it's actually helping us think what the fuck we need to fix.
No. Opening up basic character info about him was gonna be a thing I was gonna have to do today anyway. So it's not necessarily.
I'm saying this. I'm saying it in more in a fun light.
No, I'm correcting you by saying that's not even remotely why. I did not need to. Why? Okay, we don't know what his eye color is. Okay, that's... No. Like, he doesn't have a proper eye color because we never gave him an eye color.
That's so weird.
It's so weird. We gave him a hair color, never gave him an... There's Prouse. That's what Prouse looks like. He's a saxophone that loves science. No, we never gave him a proper freaking eye color. And that's what his hair looks like, kind of in different views and stuff.
Okay, so I mean, do we want? So my question is going to be, do we want him to have like normal eyes, or
that's messed up?
Well, what? Let me rephrase that. Do we want to give him the standard blue, gray, green, or brown?
Hang on. What is the best eye color for good eyesight? Lighter eyes, such as blue or green eyes, have less pigment in the iris, which leaves the iris more translucent and lets more light into the eye. This means that light-eyed people tend to have slightly better night vision than dark-eyed people. Oh! Yeah, I have pretty good dark vision. Okay, you know what? I want to give him green enhanced eyes.
Okay. I was gonna say green.
Yeah, no, it's not just green though. There's like he's done some, like, he's had augmentation done to his sight, to his eyes. So he has like little, I don't know how to properly say it, but there's like tech in his irises that you can kind of see.
Oh yeah. No, that
So I
makes
like
sense.
that. I like that. Yeah. Also, where you be? Where you be, bish? Where you be, bish? I messaged her, say where you be, bish. Because now I just want to do character design over and over, dying over editing. Yeah, Yaro's like, I'm dying over editing. Okay, so we've got some basic physical characteristics. Just at work, bish. I thought you... I told her I thought you worked from home now, bish. Alright, so alignment. So that's a good question. He's definitely good. I don't know if he's necessarily lawful good, or chaotic good, or neutral good, but he's definitely good. Whatever he is, he's good.
I'm gonna say, just from the feel of what I've gathered from him,
Yeah.
neutral good, but you could argue lawful.
Okay.
Just-
He's kind of like in between the two. He doesn't have he doesn't have a faith.
No.
He's
Lawful
poor.
good. Yeah. Lawful good doesn't mean you have to be like religious. Lawful good is that-
No, but it does mean that you have to obey the law, and that within certain exceptions.
Yeah. I would say he's neutral good.
Personal characteristics, personal traits. So that's where allies, organizations, enemies, backstory, blah blah blah. That's what we want to get into, is like the personal traits and the notes. Those are the things that we really wanted to get into. Not so much all this class and ability stuff, but those have been kind of nice and helpful in their own little regards.
It gives us a little bit of fun. It's a fun. This is a fun exercise for us. I think it is, because we can definitely work on personalities and whatnot. And I mean, yeah. Some people are asking emerald green or neon green. I would say more neon if he's augmented his eyes.
No, it'd be kind of no. He's not. It's not a glowy kind of green. That's not what I mean.
Oh, all right.
No. It's probably closer to emerald than it would be to neon, but it's definitely not. It's not actually emerald. But like when I see there's been tech enhancements to his eyes, it's like you could see like little lines or designs within his iris. If you got really close, you'd be able to see. It's kind of almost like, since we're introducing robots, I figure nanotech. He created some nanotech himself, and that's what he's done to like improve his eyesight in a way. So he's got nanotech eyes, and they also serve as a thing. Like, he has goggles that also enhance his dark vision more, and they also can since his eyes are more sensitive, he definitely needs the goggles when he's doing like any kind of like soldering and stuff like that, because he's enhanced his vision, so he definitely needs goggles more. He's more light sensitive than others would be, you know. So I'd say he's on par with like with certain night vision type animals, like with animals that their vision tends to be more nocturnal. So yeah. Well, Sean came in here and started bugging us, so I figured Sean was here and could work on stuff.
Oh, is Sean here?
She
Why did they
was.
come in?
She was in the chat at the beginning. I thought maybe. Not my fault you didn't pay attention. I just got off work. I'm gonna come annoy you on stream. More like character building stuffs. We have ideas for you to draw. I just messaged her saying that Prouse has augmented green eyes now, like some cool nanotech shiz. That's it's beautiful because like I'm saying bitch and I'm saying shit, but we're not saying bitch and shit. It's like bis and shiz, just because I'm being stupid and you know what? Don't judge me. I want to be stupid. You can't stop me, huh? Magenta eyes? No, I don't think we're gonna give him magenta. That's a little much. Also, we've got to come up with like character histories for different people. It's like, okay, well, considering that humans were treated this way, how does that affect Prouse and Alex and Pippa? Because he's not of what is considered elite pure blood. How is Jordan treated? Even though he likes to act like he's royal because that's what or one of the elites because that's what he ultimately wishes he could be. It's not a secret. Everyone knows because of how he acts. That's Sean.
Hello.
Oh no, I heard the beep. I was like, oh, hello, who joined us?
No, I'm saying that was Sean.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. Thanks. Yeah. Appreciate you.
Okay.
So what's up, dudes?
Chosen background. We're working on, well, kind of actually right now we're building a D&D character sheet for Prouse.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
But it's bringing up good questions.
Yeah, it is. It really is. See, they're like, "Oh, what about a background feature?" And I'm like, "Really though? Cuz none of these really work. Acolyte, charlatan, criminal, spy, entertainer, folk hero, gladiator, guild artisan, guild merchant, haunted one. Like none of this shit really works. He's not a sage, he's not a soldier, he's not a sailor, I wouldn't call him an urchin. He's not an outlander, he's definitely not a noble or a knight. He's not a hermit. See, none of these background features really work.
I mean, we can make up a new background.
Yeah, we can. So I'm not giving him a proper background at this point. Like I'm giving him funny enough, because he gets along with Zen so well, I'm giving him animal handling.
I mean, that does bring up a good question though. Like, what would be a better background for him?
Right? Like that's the part where it gets kind of iffy on a D&D character sheet, or at least on the digital stuff, is they have like these preset backgrounds, and I'm like, our characters have a much different kind of. So we're kind of homebrewing their backgrounds, definitely. There's quite a bit of homebrew going on here.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining about it. So here's my question. Here's my question. Since he's good with like herbalism, medicine, and stuff like that, and he's I would say probably another skill for him would be survival. He paid attention for survival training. I would say we should also give him cook's utensils. He'd actually be one of the guys he'd be one of the team that would actually cook. Like, let's be real. Nice. We changed the major reason why Alex was punished, because she did do the prank that she was initially punished for. But that's not the reason. That's not the reason for her big punishment.
Right. What was the reason for her big punch?
Cerberus, Calvin's not here.
Caveat, real quick, guys.
Alex tried
I'm
to
walking-
cook. It did not go well. She almost set fire to the building, and it's called reason.
Richie, real quick. I'm
Yeah?
walking home. If the wind gets crazy and it's super annoying, please let me know and I'll mute.
All right, cool. Will do. Okay, so I'm trying to find. All right, so we've got 2 sets of tools. Cook's tools seem like a logical choice for him. I don't think we're gonna have him being a brewer because he's 15. He doesn't need to be brewing alcohol. I'm not sure disguise kit would be a thing for him. Same with a forgery kit. Like, he's good with his hands, but I wouldn't want to necessarily give him a forgery kit. I'm thinking like leather workers tools is kind of similar to armor. We can like fudge that a little bit, but basically he can repair armor on the fly. So
Thieves' tools seem more like a Tomo thing.
yeah, no, those absolutely would. But Fel, leatherworker tools, that feels more like armor. Like we can play around with that and just be like, it's a homebrew version of leatherworkers tools, so he can repair armor. He can be like their armorer if things go bad. He can fix their magical armor and stuff like that. What do you say? Fel? Fel, you're muted. Fel is muted. Did he go away?
I don't know.
Right when I had a
Richie.
question for him.
This has nothing to do with anything, but my new
Yes.
job is out in the flatlands and there's foxes out here.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know, it's cute.
So, Fel, that entire time that you were off and muted and everything, that was when I was asking you a question.
I had to use. I had to go.
Well, you could have said something, and then I would have known not to sit here asking a question.
Does the stream really like want to know what I needed to take care of?
No, but I, like, literally, you could have just been like, BRB bio, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I would have known.
Sorry.
Richie,
Instead
you
of
never
me
shut
sitting
up
here
long enough
and
to let anybody say anything.
You shut up. I don't want to hear the truth. I want to hear what I want to hear.
Oh, I apologize.
You fuckers can interrupt me.
No,
yeah.
We've
my
tried.
question would be, are you looking? I don't see leather work. I don't
All right,
see
no.
him work.
All right, so here's the thing. Leatherworkers tools. The reason I'm saying that is because it's like armor. It's like he can repair armor on the fly. It's a homebrew version of leatherworker tools because, yeah, because nothing else really works. And that's what I was going for. I was like, oh, so he can repair people's armor on the fly, whether he's doing magical repair or some sort of tech repair. But it's basically, it's the closest we can get right now to whatever homebrew we want to build, you know?
Yeah, no, I get that.
I mean, we can make a homebrew feat and just do it that way. We could do
I mean,
Technomage
artificer-
armor. Technomage armor kit or something. I don't know.
I mean, as an artist.
Okay, the wind's getting really loud.
I will turn it off.
Okay. What were you saying,
I will
Phil?
turn it off.
I was gonna say the artificer is definitely like class-wise is seriously going to match him beautifully.
Yeah.
Just because it is. All right. I'm gonna take this little object and I'm gonna imbue it with this property, and you can do that several times. I mean, have you seen the Crap Guide to D&D?
No.
I recommend them. They're a pretty funny watch.
Okay. I'm less worried about that. All right. Any 2 simple weapons? Dagger.
Dagger. I could see dagger and a light crossbow are probably going to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're going off of D&D rules. There's no like advanced futuristic kind of mystical shit. So we're kind of, in a way, we're making our own tools at this point. Studded leather armor, scale mail armor. Wow.
I would say studded leather.
Yeah.
He's trying to be light on his feet, not.
A light crossbow with 20 bolts, which is or 2 simple. Okay, thieves' tools and dungeoneer's pack. Okay, I add those starting equipment. All right, so there we go. Okay, light crossbow wield.
What items did we attune?
None. There's no.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I have not added any items. It's just literally his beginning shit. That's all he gets.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, is there like an artificer's tools or something? Like, is there tools specifically for artificer?
I thought there were.
Hold on.
Give me a sec.
Let's see. Cobbler's tools, leatherwork tools.
It would be tinkerer tools.
Tinkerer's tools, yeah. Okay, I'm getting a couple of those just for, funsies. And a couple of tinkerer's tools just for repairing stuff, just in case. I'm not getting him any other stuff, really.
Shadow Reaper, he's not ignoring the chat.
I literally cannot see the chat, so. So, at this point in time, I literally have 2 screens up, and they're both focused on Infinity's Light content. So.
I'm reading them out loud. That's why.
Yeah, like you're my guy into this. All right, so.
Yeah. Then someone can read. Yeah, we know about making his own tools. We know smithing is for iron and stuff. He knows that leather work is just for leather.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a thing that was in here. So we're just kind of, oh, god damn it.
Unless you know what's stupid, it's in the book.
He has a +2 initiative and an AC of 14 right now. So that's pretty good. That's not bad.
That's not.
+4 animal handling, +6 investigation, +4 medicine, +4 perception, +6 sleight of hand, +4 survival. That's not bad. I mean, for a level 4 character, that's pretty alright. Alright, so basic character history. Let's see. Let's start with Proust then, because we're on him. Okay. Came from a poor family. Came from a poor family. I would say they were poor, but not destitute. Just poor. Let's see. Has no magic. Has no magical affinity. Has no magical ability. Was discovered to be a prodigy at the age of 7 during the magical aptitude exam. Was immediately made a student at the academy where he was transferred and began basic studies and lived the dorms. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want this to feel too horrible. But like, okay, so he comes from like a poor family. Maybe they lived somewhere away from the academy, or maybe they lived in the city above the academy or whatever. But like they had like there's like this coming of age ceremony at 7. It's not really a coming of age ceremony, but like it's a magical aptitude exam, right? For them to determine, hey, here's what, and nobody had hopes for him because he has no magical ability. However, they did discover that he was one of the rare prodigies that can work and that can actually put science, technology, chemistry, all that stuff together with, okay, see you in a bit, Sean, with magic, that which is more kind of a weird tinkering kind of thing that you can do with magic, which is very, very rare. But he can do that, so they immediately took him from his home and put him in the academy where he began basic lessons, history, all that stuff, just getting the basics out of the way. And he lived in the dorm, so he kind of has a better quality of life than he had before, but he was taken away from his parents. But I don't know, does he see his family? Here's the thing. How far away is his family, and is he able to see them from time to time, or is this like, see, I'm trying to figure out which one is which, because that's going to shape his personality more, you know? Fel?
I'm here, I'm thinking.
Okay. Shadow Reaper, that's because he is an artificer. If when we were making his D&D character, I had to buy extra stuff to make him an artificer. Is this a full-time?
We didn't buy the whole book, but we bought the stuff for the class.
Literally, the academy, you're thinking of it like a school or like a typical, it's not.
So my question,
the academy is basically a city in and of itself.
Yeah. So my question
It's
then
a fully
is,
functioning city.
Does he still have a decent relationship with his parents?
That's what I want to know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Or has he...
Or is he disconnected from his parents entirely? Does he resent the academy for that? Yes, no. What, like, because there's lots of questions.
Or would it be the academy?
Or is that too cliche? Like, how good / how bad are we trying to make the academy look right now?
Well, isn't... See, I'm... Okay. So my question for Prouse is, as a young kid, was he always antisocial? Was he always more invested in, like, tinkering with things?
Was he happy before he came to the academy? Was he happier before he came to the academy?
Yeah.
Versus, see, that's another reason why I'm asking about that.
I know. Sorry,
because we've already said that he gets picked on because he has no magical ability and he's a human.
I would say he would have to be maybe.
I would say that he's kind of unhappy with the. I would say that he's unhappy living, even though he has a better quality of living at the academy. He's more unhappy living at the academy, but it's more or less, what degree of unhappy is he, you know? Like, does he have a chance to talk with and see his family, or are they basically just strangers at this point that he barely remembers? You know?
I don't think. Okay, so house. Remember, in terms that we're not thinking in D&D, Shadow Reaper. This is actually legit for the story.
Like, we're not building an actual D&D campaign out of Infinity's Lake, guys.
So the way that I would, now he does bring up, were his parents supportive of him? I would say yes. I want to say Prouse, because
so he had kind of a happy, supportive family.
Because why they pushed him to do the academy is because they wanted to get him a better life.
Okay. Well, it's no. You don't understand what I'm saying. The parents don't have a choice. As soon as this was discovered, the academy took him. Like, they can go in and be like, hey, your son is a prodigy, and we're going to immediately enroll him as a student, where he's going to start learning all of the basic stuff, and have a higher quality education and whatnot. And they may have been supportive, but ultimately, whether the parents agree or disagree, the academy's taking them because they're far too rare. There's maybe 3 in a generation. And I mean generation as it means to us, not what it means to for the academy. For those of you that don't know, there are classes. Graduating classes are called generations in the academy. But the context in which I'm using the context in which I'm using generation means like a lifespan, like a generation of people. Like you have boomers, Gen Z, millennials, Zoomers, and now Doomers. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. But like, no, like, I like the idea that he had a happy, supportive family, but like whether his family agreed or disagreed, the academy was gonna take him from his family. They have no choice in this, and they could not fight back from this. This was unavoidable as soon as they realized he had talent. And it could be that for a while he resented the fact that he had talent because it took him away from his family, which is another angle to play. There's a lot of stuff, like when you actually sit down and think about like the psychology of this and what it would do to a kid that young. Wow. Ironic timing that I just heard the victory theme from FF7. And this is what character building is, and this is why history is so important, because you're literally, the history of the character shapes their personality and their mentality, how they view the world. So you have to really get into it. It's not just history, it's psychology. So there's a bit of both that you kind of have to deal with. Mm-hmm. What kind of person are they today, and how did they get to being that person, and what are the aspects of their personality that they show to everyone, and what are the aspects of their personality that they keep hidden, so that's always the cool stuff to work on. Like when we get this fully fleshed out and everything, and we're working on, like, we're actually putting out chapters and stuff, we won't be talking about this live anymore. We'll probably be doing recaps of chapters and like just sitting down with like our actors and just being like, and just doing Q&A with the audience. So only the people who were here on day one, like from the early get-go, you're the only ones that get this kind of content. So it kind of pays to be a subscriber, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it later on this early on content, because we may private a lot of these things later, just to be like, we don't want to spoil stuff because maybe we talked about an aspect of their personality that's like kind of spoiler for stuff ahead, But we do like working and being creative and letting you guys kind of see the creative process. And no, I am not looking at the chat. Okay. Also, the reason Calvin's not here is because he is helping his mom with a thing. It's family stuff, so yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother him.
Yeah, no, it's still weird Calvin isn't on though.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
Normally he's on now.
But this is the stuff I love, guys. This is how I like doing stuff, is like sitting down and it's like when you get all these questions, these questions have to have answers. Whether we actually reveal them in the story or not, we need to know these answers to these specific questions. Will we answer them in Q&As? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on how spoilery we think it is, or if it's pertinent information. We may never. But there you go. But hopefully this is kind of a, if you're interested in writing or creating characters and stuff like that, like it always helps to go into that. Like what are the things that he's good at? What are the things that he's bad at? Because your flaws define who you are. Just as much as your talents. So like his one of his major underlying flaws is he's not very physically tough. He's easily bullied. He doesn't have like a giant amount of self-esteem, I would think, if it is that he's ripped away from his family and he's not able to contact them anymore.
So the question is, do we want the Academy? I mean, they're doing it because they are essentially
They
need it, but would they destroy the relationship of a family?
It depends on how far away he is from said family. If they're just like right up if they're literally the city above, then yeah, I would say that he visits his family often. If they're far away, then I want to play up the fact that he has a little sister that he's never met. Like, it's okay for people to have dark shit in their background. Not everybody has to have dark shit in their background. Some people can have perfectly fine upbringing. But I'm gonna be real. The reason I like all the characters in One Piece, why I think they're so interesting from a story perspective and just a character's perspective, everybody on Luffy's crew is fucking damaged in one way or another. They're all fucking damaged. Nobody's had a good childhood. Like, every single person on his crew has had a fucked up childhood, and it's made them who they are. But that's good character building shit.
But I also don't think you need fucked up family, fucked up history to still have a good character.
No, you don't. But the problem is that I think that having, even if it's just mild trauma, like everybody's going to experience some form of trauma in their childhood. There's no perfect fucking childhood. And if there is, then that person is a sociopath. Or perhaps even a psychopath. But just mild traumas will define who you are. But, we're talking about something. Also, the other thing that I've got to say here is a typical childhood. While that may seem like, oh yeah, that is absolutely possible. That could happen. Yes, it absolutely could. But it's boring as fuck for a story. Like, we're writing. The other thing that we've got to worry about is that, we're writing to entertain. And if, like, our characters' backstories, and they don't necessarily have to be, like, traumatic, crazy events, like, but most of the characters that we have here, I would say probably Boss is probably the only character that would probably have had a normal childhood for himself. And everybody else has got some form of trauma that has happened to them. Like, what happens to Tomo in chapter 1 is traumatic. The reason that she ends up going with Alex and Pippa is because she just encountered a tragedy. Like, it's fucking fresh. Alex, when we first meet her, has lost both her parents. Pippa, we haven't really gone into her family dynamic. It's kind of a mystery. But, like, her trauma isn't probably from family so much as it is from herself. She experienced a traumatic event of her magic going out of control. And I don't want to say anything more than that. Because that's stuff that's going to be revealed in later chapters. Her magic went out of control on a mission one time, and there were dire consequences. Then for Prouse it would be this, and for Jordan it's the fact that that he is not just picked on but kind of ostracized by a large portion of like his own kind because of his parentage, and like it got so bad that his mother felt so terrible about the whole thing that she ended up hanging herself. This was all laid out well before you jumped on, bruh. With the exception of the Prouse stuff. Prouse is the main character that's changed. Boss is probably the only one that's had a semi-happy childhood. Well, no, not necessarily. Tomo had a decent childhood. It's just, like, she's had a good childhood and everything. It's just, you know, what happened to her family is extremely fresh. So she's dealing with that trauma.
All right.
Okay, so here's the thing, Shadow. When I said they were poor, I meant they were fucking poor. They wouldn't have been able to afford to move if they were far away. They would not have been able to afford to move.
Now, here's a question I kind of want to ask.
Does Prouse see his family often, or does he see them little? What is your question?
Well, no, I was going to say, did the Academy compensate his family?
That's a question. I did consider that.
Like, I wouldn't think they would rip.
Did they buy Prouse away from them, or are you asking if they gave them money or if they relocated his family? Because the Academy could have relocated his family for him.
I'm thinking because Prouse is such a high,
and the Academy would want to maintain a good image of themselves.
Yes.
I would say I would say the Academy, on the Academy's dime, they were relocated to the city above the Academy, and they went from living a poor life to living a decent life.
Yeah.
They didn't just suddenly become rich because baby boy is 1 in a million.
No, they went from like
working for practically nothing and barely having enough food on the table to now working fields instead of like factories or spaceports or whatever. But like they still work, but like at the same time they're also compensated with housing and such by the Academy, and they live a better life than they did before. I mean, if you were to ask his family, they're living the high life as far as they're concerned. Like, they're still working and everything, but like the living situation has changed so much. So that I would say that's pretty good. I wouldn't say that he goes up and sees them every weekend. Like, he's still basically the he's more or less property of the Academy, or like yeah, he's property of the Academy. It's letters from home. Where's the property? Well, I mean, it's not necessarily letters from home. All right, it's kind of all right. So New York City is really, really big, and I'm not just talking about Manhattan and everything, but like, oh shit, I'm trying to describe it. Okay, you know what? Let me look at that. That's a good idea. Okay, New York City.
All right, hang on a sec, Richie. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I'm gonna get. Okay, so here's. Okay, there's Statue of Liberty, National Monument, blah, 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 blah. Is this? Okay, so this is New York. Okay, so that's Pennsylvania. This is New York proper. It's really funny that New York City is literally like that close to Pennsylvania, but whatever. Okay, so this is Long Island. Okay, this is Connecticut here. Okay, so it's like, okay, so this is the Hudson River, blah 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 blah. Okay, so think about it as like I don't think that necessarily works to the. Okay, I gotta find a better. Okay, I'm gonna get something a little bit more familiar to me. Okay, so all right, so say Nashville, which is, believe it or not, actually kind of big. Bam. Okay, so this is proper downtown Nashville. So as I back out. Okay, so say that all of this right here in Nashville, that is the Academy, right? It's a big ass location. Now let's say Hermitage, which is right here, which is where I used to live. All that outlying everything, Hermitage, Madison, all this around here to Belmead to Brentwood, all that around there, that's the top of the crater that the Academy City lives in, and everything outside there from for a good long while is the second city that's outside of it. I would say it's not just simply saying that it's the suburbs, it's like outside. So like if you were to go from one side of the city to the next, it would take you about half an hour to traverse from one side to the other just in the Academy. And then there's a big sprawling city outside of that. So it's not like a small thing. Like the Academy is like, when I say city, I mean like big city. I mean, yes, Nashville's not exactly a big city, but like you get what I'm saying, you know? So it's like Hendersonville to Brentwood, that long. And that's quite a lot. Hopefully that gives you a better explanation. You like to eat salt. Salt is good. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about like okay, so y'all, I found this live stream in my YouTube recommendations. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you. You know why I'm here? Well, hi, I'm the guy that writes Log Horizon Abridged, and I'm the guy that voices Menu.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Menu.
I'm not talking to you, ass.
I'm just trying to do a joke to make it into light.
Hi, April. And that's probably why it showed up in your recommended, because we're the guys that do Slime Abridged, One Piece Abridged, and Log Horizon Abridged. That's who we are. Anyway, and this is one of the series that we're creating from scratch. We're literally building individual characters. But okay, so the Academy City is about that size. It's like a good chunk of Nashville proper, and then like the very outskirts of what would be considered Davidson County, which is the Nashville County. Like the outskirts of that are where the city begins. So it would take you about, and I'm being generous with downplaying the size of the city. I'm not saying it's as big as, because in order to travel from Hermitage, which is the eastern part of Nashville, over to Bellevue, which is the western part of Nashville, would take you almost 45 minutes. And that's mostly because you have to go around a bit. You have to go around about a bit. But I'm saying a straight shot across from the Academy, from the edge of one side to the edge of the other side, would take you about 30 minutes. So the Academy is a little bit smaller, but yeah, it's big. How about this? How big is Nashville from east to west? Or how long is Nashville? How wide? No, how west Nashville? How long is Nashville from east to west?
440 miles. According to Netstate, stretching 440 miles from east to west, Tennessee characterized by 6 main land regions. The Blue Ridge, the Appalachian Ridge and Valley region,
440
the
miles is
Appalachian
East
Plateau,
Tennessee.
the
Stop.
Highland Rim, the
Stop.
Nashville
Shit.
Basin, and the Gulf Coastal Plain.
Jesus Christ. I just wanted to know Nashville, and they gave me the span of freaking Tennessee. And I'm like, I don't need to know that. Okay, Nashville, Tennessee. How big is Nashville, Tennessee in miles? Okay, how big is Nashville, Tennessee in miles? Wait, really? It's 562 square miles. Jesus Christ. Is Nashville a big city? 23rd most populous city in the United States. Okay. It was founded in 1779. Good to know. Also, I love the state flag because it's a 3-star Dragon Ball. Sorry, I just find that funny. 526 square miles is Nashville, but like, yeah, it's ridiculous. But essentially, so it would be somewhere around 200, 300 miles long, that crater, because it got built out. So it's gonna be much bigger than that, because it can't be just 8 miles, because it has to hold a full city. It's got to be much, much more than that. So it would take you a while. It's probably better to think of the Academy as like Academy's city, you know. So it's a lot better than that. Okay, so let's get back to working on Prouse.
Yes.
So he had a supportive family. His family was moved.
Hello?
Close.
Oh my God.
What?
Can you hear me?
Hi, Calvin. How you
Hello.
doing? How I didn't say specifically what was happening, but how did the family matters go? Everything okay now?
Everything's good now, but I'm just fucking spent.
I got you, dude. Well, I'm sorry to say that we're talking about really troubling stuff in character development and history and stuff. But we did come up with a couple of other things.
I've been listening in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, there you go.
That's why
you know,
I figured I could maybe I can contribute something.
green eyes, and they have some element of technology, nanotech and stuff to them that he added. But yeah, so yeah, we realized that the city is much bigger. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Like, is it in fact Nashville big, or is it bigger?
No, it's a little bit smaller than Nashville big. I would say it's
Okay.
400 square miles, somewhere around 400 square miles.
Okay, that's a solid chunk of land right there.
That is a solid chunk of land, but Nashville's like 500 and something square miles. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna cut 100 plus of that away, and I don't want it to be New York City large, because New York City large is ridiculous.
Yeah, nah, New York City, no, that's just that too big.
That too big. Like let's check. How big is
wait.
New York City in miles?
Oh no,
Wait, what? It's actually smaller?
it is in fact smaller. Ah.
It's just more
Wait,
densely
wait.
populated then, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not surprised by that.
Well, then in that case, I would make it about New York City sized.
I mean, yeah.
That's probably better, dude. See, Manhattan is 22.82 miles squared. 302.6 square miles. Wow. I mean, yeah, it does make sense that Nashville would be bigger because it's more open. Like space, like it's more open space. Like downtown Nashville's kind of compact, but like it's more open as far as like land and stuff. Like there's a lot more trees and hills and stuff. Well, there are still hills, but Nashville's in a basin.
Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Google says that New York City is 302.6 square miles.
Uh-huh.
Wikipedia says that The total area is 468 square miles.
Okay, hold on. Well, no, okay. New York City, often simply called New York, is the most populous city in the United States with an estimated 2019 population of 8.3 million, distributed over a 302.6 square miles. New York City is also the most densely populated major city in the U.S., located in the southern tip of the U.S. state of New York. Blah, blah, blah. You guys are basically fucking Pennsylvania, let's be honest. With almost 20 million people in its metropolitan, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm looking at the wiki page. It's saying that it's 302.6 square miles.
Scroll on the far right side. Scroll down to where it says area.
Oh,
Right,
area.
right under
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
468 point. Okay, well, in that case, motherfucker, let's look up Nashville and see how crazy that is.
We're working on some character stuff.
Well,
Fun.
ish, but we got sidetracked by some cool, like, factoids. Okay, if I look at area, consolidated area is...
Consolidated area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
525. Jesus. The water that makes up Nashville is, because the Cumberland River runs through it, 21.91. And then land is 504. Yeah. Let's go back to New York City real quick and look at consolidated versus land. Consolidated. Oh, it just says total. Okay, land is 300, water is 167. The metro is 13. Okay. So yeah, there we go.
I can't imagine the Academy has a body of water that large.
No, and actually,
unless the river around it.
I do think the Academy should be my initial around 400 or so, because it is going to be spaced out for like a lot of nature, and they'll have like small parks and stuff. Ooh, what is the size of Tokyo?
Ooh.
That's a good question. 847 miles squared.
Holy crap.
Fuck. That's because, you know why, though? That's because they have, like, a lot of parks and stuff. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Area, 847.14 square miles. 45th, area rank, 45th in Japan. Okay. Highest elevation versus lowest elevation, total. Oh, population is first in Japan. The area is not the density. Jesus Christ. Their GDP is crazy. Their GDP is 1 trillion.
Nice.
Yep. But I mean, they have a lot more, like, they have a lot of metropolitan and yet a lot of, like, urban and nature. Like, there's a lot of parks and shit there too. So that's why. Like, it's a much bigger. Plus, the amount of water that runs through Tokyo, they've got, like, a couple of different... They've got, like, a snaking river and a couple other small rivers and stuff like, it's crazy, the nature stuff that's going on in Tokyo. But, yeah, we're not modeling it after Tokyo anyway. But I like 400 square miles. That's a big-ass crater, though. But it makes sense when you think about it from the perspective of... how hard, like, this piece was flying at such a rate that when it split, it literally shattered the one universe into multiple universes, like into a multiverse, and it was moving at such a speed that when it hit, boy, it left an impact. It left a city-sized crater, like a full functioning major city. So I like that. I like that idea.
I just put in a number generator between 400 and 420. I figured a nice random number within the 400 would be good. It gave me 418.
See, all right, there we go. 418 square miles. Let's plug that in somewhere. That'll take a while to get across, dude. That will. And think of all the people that live there. You're talking about millions of people that live in the Academy proper, and then the people that live outside the Academy. So, like, the academy itself, and then like the city outside of the academy. That's where. All right, so his family was moved closer. Getting back to Prowse, his family was moved closer. They live in the city above the academy, and they were given new jobs, a better lifestyle than they had.
Yeah, I just had a thought that we can work on at a later date. But
Okay, cool. Go for it.
But like this is a freaking 418 square mile city.
Think about
what
the
is the
reveal
government?
from
Well,
that.
like what are the governing bodies? Like, what does the government look like? Is there a government? And how would that work?
Yes. Yes, there would be a government. We'll have to figure that out. That's all stuff. That's all stuff we're gonna have to figure out for world building. Good God, that's more Academy stuff. So we need to set up a thing for Academy City and work on that. That'll be another like session or another day. Also, guys, make sure we hit up all of our executive producers and let them know we want to do a meeting. I was gonna be like after this, but I was like, but thinking about it, nah, that's not happening. I would like to have a meeting tomorrow if possible, but I don't know. Just having a general meeting with our executive producers to say, hey, this is what's going on. These are things we need money for. Blah, 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 blah. Now I'm just thinking of a zoom out shot of the actual... Oh, can you imagine that? Like we have kind of like a 3D model, just kind of a general 3D kind of model,
like a Google Earth view.
Well, not a straight zoom up, a zoom out. Like you're zooming out at an up, but at a diagonal rate to kind of show, and then you can pan around in a circle, a 360 view of the, or you pan around, always showing the spire in the center, but you pan completely around the city in kind of like a 3D view,
okay.
in a way. Yeah, but you're always looking kind of at an angle, not straight down, like how Google Earth does sometimes. But like, what are those shots? Oh, because that's a chapter 2 shot, and all I can think about is, oh God, what song would accompany that pan out? You know, like how
Probably
fucking
have to make a new one.
We'll have to make a new song. We'll have to make a song specifically for Academy City. Like literally just, it could be just titled The Academy or Academy City, but basically it's this big ass bustling thing. And like, this is actually the city, and I say the city outside, but it's like a giant farmland area. Like it's very fertile soil and stuff like that, but it's basically where food is grown and made. And as much as vegans are not going to like this, we have races of lions. They're not going to be wanting to eat trees. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be satisfied with nuts and berries. They're going to want meat. So there will be livestock raised at some point. God, okay, now we're working on shit. So much stuff to think about. We went from character building back to world building. Calvin, please, I hope you're taking notes because I'm not going to remember any of this shit. I'm gonna be real. I'm probably going to forget most of it. I'm going to need these notes.
Let me open up Evernote.
Evernote. All right.
So during the time that we've been rambling on about this, Fel dropped out and Sean showed up.
We lost a Fel and gained a Sean. Hi, Sean.
Yes.
Hello. I'm on the bus. It's kind of loud.
Ah, I see.
It's all good.
What happened to Fel?
When Fel dropped out.
What the frick happened to Fell, dude?
What the fell?
Yeah, what the Fell? I'm gonna message him, tell him to come back. Howdy, what's going on here? Oh, Hey, Oka. We are building a world and characters from scratch. We are creating our own original series. Character building 101. Microwave. Question a while back, or was it? I don't know what your question was, Spider. But guys, thank you so much for jumping in. We are working on some crazy cool shit. Okay.
Sorry, I was home with my grandmother.
Oh, okay. It's just you dropped out, and we were like, "Oh, what happened?"
I sent Calvin a message.
Oh, Calvin did not see the
I
message.
don't pay attention to those.
All right. We kind of had to. We did some more world building while you were away, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We realized
accidental world building.
accidental world building of, but it did connect kind of in a way, because the area above the Academy City is kind of like farmland, irrigation, livestock, all that stuff. Because I mean, and anybody that's like, oh, livestock, and like any of those vegan vegetarians that want to hate on people for eating meat, we have a literal race of lions. They're not going to eat fruits and nuts and leafy greens. They're going to want to eat meat. Just saying. It's a race of lions. They're carnivores. Don't you shame your animals into not eating animal products. I hate people who are like, I'm vegan, so my dog is vegan. I'm like, you're killing your dog.
Yeah.
And that's not how their digestive system works. You're an omnivore. They're not. they're mostly carnivorous. Toby will sit here and munch on a rabbit that is fresh. No problem. I've seen him do it.
You've told me that story.
But I'm telling the audience that story too. He caught himself a bunny rabbit and he went nom 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 nom. It's what he does, man. And I'm not hating on people for being vegan or for being vegetarian. Like, it's not hurting anybody. You do you. But don't judge people who don't follow a vegan lifestyle, or like those people who try to shame you. The people that try to shame you for not following how they do stuff, that bothers me. Whether it's their dietary habits or like a religious way, it's like, oh, you're different, so I must shun you and make you feel bad. It's like, fuck you.
Let people enjoy things, okay? Please and thank
Yeah,
you.
I mean, that whole thing of like, I'm superior to you because I did this. Yeah, I don't. How dare you eat my food's food? I mean, I'm an omnivore. I'm good with eating veggies and fruits and nuts and meat and all sorts of stuff. Like, there's a whole world of foods out there, and I wanna eat them all. You know.
You know what vegetable is great? Purple cauliflower.
Oh, I love cabbage, dude. I love some freaking boiled cabbage. Love it.
Oh, boiled cabbage is good.
Yeah, right.
Especially when my family makes it, because they season it with fatback.
Baby carrots, healthy ass snack. I fucking love it. Eating my food's food is my job with my food. I eat the. I love that T-shirt. I eat the food that eats your food. All right.
I eat the food that eats the food that's eating the other food.
Yeah, I'm the food disguised as a food, pretending to be another food. Oh man, good stuff. All right. So back to Prouse real quick. So his family was moved closer. They live in the city above, and they were given new jobs and a better lifestyle than they had before. Now, I would say he sees them on like certain holidays and stuff, but like, it's not. It can't be one of those every weekend, every other weekend things, or it's just not as impactful. So let's see. He sees them on breaks and on holidays. So basically, kind of boarding school esque, in a way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That works out.
He sees his family on breaks and on holidays. So, all right, so he's got a semi-stable kind of family life. Yeah, because the reason I say semi-stable is because he's not with his family every day. So that's going to have at least some kind of a different impact. Yeah. And that it's either going to do one of two things. Either family is going to be very, very important to him, or it's not going to be as important to him as it is to everyone else. But I'm going to swing it the other way. I think his family is very important to him because it's considered a safe space. When he goes home, he doesn't have to worry about the bullies or any of that stuff.
I'll be gaming in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought there was a separate Patreon for Infinity's Light. Is that still a thing, or was that my imagination? There used to be, but there's not anymore. There's not a Patreon specifically for Infinity's Light. Since Infinity's Light has now moved over to PhatDog, it is all technically PhatDog. But if you want to donate straight to Infinity's Light, like there's donations specifically for Infinity's Light. That is still a thing. I mean, we do have to sit down and have a meeting about like what we need like what funds we need to raise next and what for and this and that, because now we're talking about building a city in a 3D environment, like a fully functioning city in a 3D environment that we may be using for. You refuse to attend said meeting? I mean, you don't have to, but you're gonna miss out as one of the executive producers, Wraith, because it is a meeting with. But I mean, we have to have a meeting amongst ourselves, just privately amongst ourselves first, and then we have to schedule a meeting with our executive producers to talk about, hey, here's what's going on, and yada yada. I don't think there's not a separate Patreon for Infinity's Light anymore, or if there is, it needs to be. It needs to stop. I changed it, and that's my. I changed the Infinity's Light Patreon to specifically just my Patreon. So now that's what it is. I also don't exist in the Discord anymore either. Oh? Okay, you left the Discord? Wraith left the Discord for Infinity's Light? I mean, I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do, but I mean, if you were just wanting to be an executive producer for a short time, then okay. Yeah, I have a Patreon, Spider. Yeah. You left weeks ago. I mean, to be fair, when I go in, I'm not looking at who's there and who isn't. I'm more looking at what's been posted for Infinity's Light related content recently. So it's more about the stuff that's been posted in specific places and things like that. And it's also, a lot of it's just having calls like this with Fel and Calvin and us hashing out stuff. I like the idea that his home is a safe space for him. Okay, here's a question. I know I wanted to give him one sibling. Does he have how many siblings do you think he has?
Never thought about siblings.
Well, I mean, I want to.
It seems like he'd have a bunch, right? It just seems like a really brotherly type.
Yeah, I mean, he is the eldest.
Oh, he's the oldest? Okay.
Yeah, he's the oldest. He would be the oldest. So the question is, does he have... I was going to keep it at 1 or 2. Maybe 3 if the second birth afterwards was twins. But I didn't want to give it any more than that. I know I want to give him a younger sister. And then if it's either going to be a younger sister, younger brother, younger sister, or younger sister twins. That could be boy, girl, 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 boy, boy, however we want to do it. Man, we dropped a lot because the server exists for Art and for Calvin, Fell, and you to have calls. Execs can't join in. Maybe when there's something for me to do in there, I might be back. I might want back. To be fair, we haven't had anything to do with our executive producers at the moment, and that's mostly because we haven't had the time to really sit down and really hash out Infinity's Light the way that we want. Okay, I checked. Lexwinks Gaming still has the, I guess, shut down Infinity's Light Patreon up because I can't find the app. Way to go, Fel.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to plug my Patreon. He was just like, oh,
No.
one?
They're talking about it and being weird. And let's, like, in all seriousness, I'm sorry that he's not feeling attached.
All right, here. Okay, there you go. It's called Richie's Creative Corner. I changed the name of it. In the About section, it has the link to that Patreon. Dude, I'd worry less about the About section and just look at the links that I have in all of my streams. Because it's literally there. I should probably update my About section, but I haven't. And to be fair, I haven't been giving my channel nearly enough attention because I've been working on everything else. Has a Patreon, not a Patreon. Yeah, you have a Patreon, not a Patreon, apparently. Typos. Anyway. You know, right now...
You're a Patreon.
Oh my.
Has a little sister. Okay, she would be... Okay, if he was 7, 5 years younger. Okay. Okay. There we go. 5 years younger. If he has any other siblings, they would be 8 years younger. Do we just want to give him the one sibling, or do we want to give him...
I would say one sibling.
Okay, that's fine. I get what you mean. I have a shirt that says, I'm not lazy, I'm physically conservative.
I want that shirt.
I want that too. That's hilarious. I'm physically conservative. Yay. Like that. That's funny. That's very funny. His home is a safe space for him. Okay. Sees his family often on breaks, holidays. Okay. Okay, some basic stuff. He is picked on by the other for not having met Jordan when... Okay, so I'm gonna give Jordan a redeeming quality, even though Jordan is gonna kind of come off as an ass in the beginning. He met Jordan when one of the times he was being picked on, Jordan stood up for him and was by the being low class. There you go. There we go. By the other Drakenfell for being low class. So there's a little bit of just kind of character interaction there. Boss became the protective older sibling. He never had. Okay, Boss became the protective older sibling he never had. I like this because we're also defining a bit of Jordan and Boss's personalities and kind of showing the dynamic of the trio. Because by the time that they were 12, by the time that Prouse was 12, he, Jordan, and Boss had formed a team. So they've kind of been, as per the class, they had this team together. So he's, since being with Jordan and Boss, or more specifically with Boss, he's been picked on less. Bullied less. I would say bullied rather than picked on, because bullied is much harsher than just simply being picked on and teased. It's tougher to grow out of bullying than it is to grow out of teasing or picking on. Like, it just seems like very like 5-year-old when you say bullied or teasing or picked on. Bullied goes on to fucking adult years because because people are assholes. All right. There's younger. Loves science and technology. Invented his own nanotech at 13. Yeah, there we go. I like that. He developed his own nanotech at 13.
Like, what was the thing that like got his parents to take notice of his skills?
No, he had to go to a mandatory magical aptitude test. That was discovered to be a prodigy at age 7 during a magical aptitude exam. He has no magical aptitude, but he was able, like, they do have like that on the off chance that you are one of those technomages or whatever. We'll figure out a word for it later that sounds cool. But essentially that you can combine magic and technology together, like you can kind of craft those together, which is extremely rare. He was able to do that, and the Academy discovered him as a prodigy. His family didn't. But there's like kind of a not necessarily a coming of age ceremony, but there's like a practical aptitude exam that occurs on your 7th year.
So
yeah.
Oh, so that's mandatory for.
That's mandatory
for all kids.
Mm-hmm.
For all children. Okay.
That's mandatory for all children that live within the protection of the Academy or the Realm of Light or whatever the hell we eventually decide to call it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was wondering if like this was his skills were something that like his parents stumbled upon. Yeah. Just watching him, just like
he probably always like tinkered
then...
with stuff, but they probably didn't think anything of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I was kind of trying to get at.
No, he definitely could not have combined magic and technology together on his own at that age. Like, I feel like there has to be a special set of like tools and stuff available to show that he has that aptitude. Like it can't just randomly be done. Otherwise, he's like accidentally setting fire to his house at age 3. You know, and I don't. As funny as that would sound, I don't want to turn that into a story. Thanks, Spider. Oh, I've been told I need to play Genshin Impact over and over, apparently. Apparently I need to play it because it's, like, cross-platform. So, there's that. It's like a Breath of the Wild. It's like Breath of the Wild, but it's free-to-play from it's a Chinese free-to-play game. They basically stole some of the main mechanics from Breath of the Wild and rearranged it enough so that it was, like, their own thing. I mean, come on, it's China. Who's surprised that they stole from Japan? Like, who really is? Let's be real.
I mean,
Damn, Richie calling out vegans and not Chinese people. What the fuck?
No, I'm calling out the Chinese government. Don't you dare put that on me. Don't put that on me. Fucking Jesus. That's so
What else am I supposed to do? I can't really contribute right now. I don't have any ideas.
Well, we're waiting for you to get home so you can start drawing stuff.
What do you want me to draw?
Well, we had new ideas about Prouse with his like spiffy special eyes and shit. Let's work on Prouse's
Special eyes?
Yeah.
Tell me about his special eyes.
Okay,
so first off, we figured out what eye color he has.
Yeah?
He's got green
Is it purple?
eyes. He's got green eyes.
Green?
Yes. And we know that inside of his irises, he has nanotech to help protect his eyes. Because he's got very strong kind of night vision, and so the reason he has to have those goggles is because is to protect him from, like, his eyes are light sensitive, so he needs those goggles.
Sensitive.
Yeah, they're a little too sensitive now. He created some nanotech, put it in his eyes, and now he can see really well. Because he can see, and he probably had a different eye color to begin with, but it changed his eyes green. Maybe, I don't know. But like we wanted to have something like technology like, or maybe like runic or something in the irises of his eyes. Like, okay, there's this one chick in My Hero Academia that like builds shit, but her eyes are like crosshair kind of looking. Like,
yeah.
She's got like kind of a crosshair design in her eyes, and I'm like, that's nice, but I don't want to go with something so basic. I like the idea that there's kind of like some sort of some runic looking kind of symbols going around in his eyes, and it's like that's like because it's both nanotech, but it's also like magical. It's magically enhanced nanotech. So like these tiny little nanobots are in his eyes, and they form into these runic symbols that basically give him permanent magic buff to sight. But he also had to create goggles because the side effect of that was that now that his eyes are way too good. But I'm also thinking that
sensitivity.
he has light sensitivity, but because of that, he has not only good dark vision, but he can also see in different spectrums now.
Gotcha. So
he can see in ultraviolet. Yeah.
That's bitchin', but question, why?
Why did he do that?
Yeah. Like, what situations led him to need to do that?
That's what we're working on.
Doesn't feel like there was necessarily
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a why. It's more of a let me see if this is something that I can do.
I did a thing. Oh shit.
Okay. I yeeted this. He's like, why? He yeeted it into his eye. That's why.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because he could.
I thought maybe he had like grown up in some Chronicles of Riddick situation or something.
Oh no, nothing quite that dark. No. Also, thank you, Spider.
He created nanotechnology, and he decided to put it in his eye for the lulz.
Gotcha. I mean,
it might have had something to do with like he did it in order to craft things better. Like maybe he needed to see in different spectrums. Like maybe he can actually see magic now. Like he can see like magical ley lines and stuff in the earth or the world around him. Like he can actually he can see the patterns of
alchemy.
Magic. Yeah, he can see alchemy. Yeah. I can see magically. Yeah.
Now we need Cat to say that. I can see alchemy.
But yeah, like I like the idea that he did it so he could like he's like, well, if it would be easier if I could actually see the magic I'm working with. So and that's a thing, and the funny thing is that's a thing that mages can't do. They can't see magic. He can. So that could wait. And that would give him a leg up versus mages. Now he's officially the mage killer.
Yes. Oh, question. What age was he when he decided to yeet runes in his eyes?
13. It's been 2 years.
So this was after he took the
aptitude test. Oh yeah.
The magical aptitude.
Yeah, he didn't do this. He didn't have access to any of this stuff unless he was at the academy. There's no way he could have done that. No. But what's really funny is because he's got Jordan in his group, and Jordan is essentially kind of like a distance combat mage. He was able to train with Jordan now that he can actually see magic. So a lot of the time he's gonna have those goggles on, but when he takes the goggles off, instead of putting the goggles on, which is an anime trope of like, oh, he's putting the goggles on or he's putting his glasses on, oh, it's getting serious. It's the opposite. When he takes them off is when it gets serious.
Gotcha.
I guess in a way, if you wanted to equate it to anime, it's kind of like he has a permanent Sharingan. Like not from like what the eyes look like, but it's like what the Sharingan ability gives him, and the Sharingan lets you kind of see the flow of chakra, the flow of chakra, but for him it's the flow of magic. So it's kind of interesting. I like it like that, like where you can play with like runic symbols. Oh man, this is so cool! Oh, I'm super excited! I love working on new shit.
Yeah, I can also see where this ability could like really get him in trouble, especially like if he
Shadow
on, like,
Code
how much
Geass. Code Geass, the main character, had god eyes. Yeah. There you go.
I can see where this ability could get him into trouble, especially like given his proximity to the shard.
But the thing is, like, think about this. Ever since he's had this, he's been in proximity to the shard. So
like he can. So I'm just thinking about how much is he going to like test the bounds of his ability?
Think about it like this: when he's basically at the in the shifting chamber, which again, better name. But basically when he's down in the shifting chamber, it's like he's standing in the life stream. That's what it looks like to him. Also, it's how they could confirm a thing that we don't want to spoil that happens midway through. Oh, blood blockade. Gotcha. there. You guys know what I'm talking about with the thing in the other place with the stuff and the people and the oi and the hurting and the biting and the oi.
Oh, the hoiting.
Oh, the hoiting.
God. So much...
the biting. Oh no.
Oh god, so much teeth. Oh god.
Oh god, so much teeth. But no, I'm really excited about this. Oh man, it's so cool. Oh, okay. It's so sad that Phil missed out on this, but I like the idea. Okay. Built love science and technology. That's 2 separate sentences. Built his own nanotech at 13. That he put in his eyes in order to see magic. Magic.
So wait, was he aware that this would give him this ability when he put it in his eyes, or he just did it for the lulz?
I think initially, that was an accident. He initially was just trying to see on a different spectrum. In order to see other wavelengths.
It definitely feels like an unintended consequence. Oh, so he was looking to, so he wanted to see ultraviolet and ended up seeing ultraviolet and magic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He could, and the funny part is he can control. He can control which one he sees. He can swap back and forth between them, but he can't go back to normal vision now. Like he can't go back to his original vision. His eyes have been altered. So,
to be fair, why would you want to go back?
What is his original? He can switch between a magical wavelength where he can see magic. He can switch to ultraviolet where he can see ultraviolet, and then he can go back to like his what is now his normal vision of light sensitivity, his typical light sensitivity.
Like I imagine, like his ability to see is so good. Like he could probably see.
Okay,
he could probably see like small text from like 50 feet away or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, see the magical wavelengths. The magic. Oh, he can accidentally see magic. He can shift.
To see.
He can change his eyes to see in different spectrums, i.e. ultraviolet, infrared, like heat vision, right? Is that how you spell it? Infrared?
INFRARED, yeah.
Is it 2 words or 1 word?
Oh, it's 1 word.
Okay. See, Google Docs didn't recognize it. Infrared, ultraviolet, infrared, magic,
X-rays, microwaves.
Oh God, I don't. Magical.
So basically,
gamma.
Like he can basically see like the electromagnetic spectrum.
Yeah. Magical. Electromagnetic and what is it? Magnify.
What, microwave?
And can magnify. Can magnify his vision as well, which helps him with intricate and delicate work. Instead of wheel, well, 2 L's, not 2 E's. Which helps him with intricate and delicate work. Yeah, so he can like zoom in and see, not on a molecular level, but yeah. Oh, thank you. The electromagnetic spectrum. Okay.
Yes.
Visible light, infrared, ultraviolet, gamma rays, microwaves. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I just need to put it to... He can see the electromagnetic spectrum. Okay. I.e. the electromagnetic spectrum. The magical spectrum, and can magnify his vision as well. Period. Which helps him with intricate and delicate work. He can switch back and forth between vision types. He can only use one at a time. He can only use one at a time. Yeah, there has to be a limit. So if he wants to see an X-ray, he can't see any of the other electromagnetic forms. If he wants to view magic, it's only just magic. If he wants to use magnification, it's only just magnification. He can't use multiples at the same time. That'll get way too crazy if he can.
Mm.
Okay. Now see in the electromagnetic spectrum. His vision as well. But yeah, magic, his magic vision is good for when he's working with magic, when he's tinkering with magic and technology, and he needs to focus on the magical side. Also, it's good for fighting in defense against magical attacks because he can see it all coming. Like he can see, like, okay, just imagine for a second that you're in a training room, right? And you've got Prouse versus Jordan, and Jordan is conjuring magical fire, right? He can, if Prouse is using his magical eyesight, he can see the magic concentrating from the air and pulling in to form the magical fire ability in Jordan's hands, and he can see the waves of magic that are moving out before the spell is cast, so he can see where it's going to be cast and avoid it.
Ooh,
it's a little bit like seeing the movements of air currents in order to be able to like avoid projectiles in a way, but it's more of kind of like small thin strings. It's kind of like a string. Oh man, it's gonna be so cool to describe this. Dude, I'm super stoked for this. Why is it 10:30 already? It needs to be earlier so it doesn't feel like time has passed, and I can keep going on, and we can keep working on this, and I don't have to end the stream. I'm not trying to go too far into the stream, but like at the same time it's like, oh man, this is glorious. I love working on this.
So would you consider like his ability to see magic to like seeing like webs of like magic being conjured together.
In a way, you know how, all right, so I keep going back to this, but it's kind of how I vision it in my head. You know how you can see like strings of the life stream in Final Fantasy VII?
Yes.
It's kind of like that. It's almost like seeing the visible ley lines of the world, just in the air and the ground, everything. And one of the first big revelations that Prouse had was how connected everything was. He was like, everything is connected. This is like, that was a huge revelation to him.
I'm really sad Sean dropped out before she had a chance to hear all this.
She'll be back.
Cause like, man, I could see Sean like putting something together of like Prouse at his desk, and like just like the lines of magic like forming around, like flowing around him.
Just imagine for a second as we start putting all of this stuff together, and we eventually end up with an actual like lo-fi video, even if it's just a small short animatic, but like one of those moving lo-fi vids where you've got speak of the devil, and she shall appear.
Yep.
See?
Yep.
But anyway, going back to that, and now with the new eyes and everything, the special looking eyes, that'd be so cool. Okay, Sean, what you missed was I was talking about like when he was like, what does magic look like? And I was like, the only thing I can keep going back to is like the string style look of the life stream from Final Fantasy VII, how it was like these small threads that kind of connect the world. It's like that, except instead of like a big river, it's like small strings and stuff that he can see in the air and in the ground. And like one of the first revelations that Prouse ever has when he gains this ability for the first time, and he looks around and he's able to see magic in the world, is how connected everything is. He's like, oh my god, because he's literally seeing the magical ley lines of the universe. It's technically something he's not supposed to be able to see, that mortals aren't supposed to be able to see, but it just shows how impressive Prouse actually is. Like, this is why it's such a rarity. This motherfucker can see magic.
He is pretty impressive.
Thank you. But like, I can't wait to where we actually get to like some backstory on them, and we get that moment. We're able to actually show that moment where Prouse for the first time was able to see magic as like some sort of physical form through his eyes, and that just look on his face as his mind is blown at the realization of how connected everything in the universe is. That just seems like such a cool concept. Magnification is the least special if they can't be used in conjunction. Spider, that's not necessarily true, especially if you're working on very detailed, minute stuff. If he can magnify almost to the molecular level, I'd say it's actually pretty important when he's going through and making like small stuff. Like, I'm not talking about when I say he's making technology and he's sitting there with a soldering iron and doing a whole bunch of shit, I don't mean he's making like big shit. I mean, he's building shit on a micro level, and he's trained to have like, oh man, I just realized he needs to have a high dexterity, so we're gonna have to go back and change his scores. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I was thinking about dexterity, thinking about his like, would that count as dexterity? Like, if
actually it's his second highest stat is his dex. So yeah, he's got his second highest stat is his dex. His intelligence is through the roof. It would have to be. He designed fucking magic eyes. He will not design those magic eyes for anyone else. That's a him only thing. I would think magnification would be one he could use together with the other ones. I can focus and unfocus my eyes at will to an extent. Yeah, but you have to understand that if we make it where he can use one or two in conjunction, then he technically can use all of them in conjunction, and that would be OP as hell. And I I refuse to make OP characters. I'm not gonna turn him into some overpowered Gary Stu. Like that's the number one thing I have to avoid. The thing is, even something crazy powerful has to be limited, otherwise you'd use it all the time. The biggest problem I have with Dragon Ball Z is that when they burst on Super Saiyan, and then everybody was suddenly Super Saiyan, and then it was so special, it was like, well, Super Saiyan's not special anymore, you know? And then Super Saiyan 2, and then eventually everybody could do Super Saiyan 2. And now it's like Super Saiyan God, like, yes, only Goku and Vegeta can do it, but it's like, just the idea of Super Saiyan itself no longer feels special. You get what I'm saying? Like, now, it is still special in the fact that Prouse is the only one that can do this, but at the same time, if Prouse can see and do all of this stuff, then all you need is Prouse and maybe one or two other people, and what's the point of an academy? And like, especially if you have people like Prouse. Now, this is the point. They're supposed to be this good at what they do, and that's why... you know, they grabbed him in, and his eyes should be like, because it is such a big deal. It's like, oh, this is why they did what they did with Prouse. This is why they brought his whole family here. This is why they immediately put him in this academy. It's because he can do some crazy shit, but like at the same time, it has to have its limits. You know, you have to limit things, otherwise it's just out of control. I don't want to... It becomes boring if he can do just about any and everything. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be some limits. It may seem cool when you're like, oh man, I want to have these abilities and these eyes and everything. But like when you're writing it as a story, it's less interesting if it's that way. Okay, so his dex is 14. Right now he is level 4. I was thinking how you don't have night vision, infrared binoculars. You have infrared binoculars and night vision binoculars. Just my thought. Okay, well, he can switch back and forth to anything on the electromagnetic spectrum. But again, like I was saying, he has these goggles of his, and they are to block out a lot of the light that he has. But at the same time, there's still mechanical shit that's going on through his goggles. Like, you know how Tony has like that vision, that like tech vision when Tony Stark is in the Iron Man suit and he's got like the heads up display?
Yeah.
Prouse's goggles have a heads up display that he can see. And the cool thing is, and the other cool thing I think that is anybody else that puts on those goggles won't see that. It's only his specific eyes. Like it's built with his specific eyes in mind. Nobody else sees that. So one of the times when Alex was like, let me see, and she puts them on, she's just like, they're just dark goggles, you know. So he can design stuff like that only works for him, and he can design stuff that only works for his teammates too. So in a way, it's kind of cool like that. Like we just made Prouse special instead of being the one dude on the team that I didn't really know what to do with. Man, I love working with Prouse because he started off as a blank slate. Oh, so cool. And also because I'm a science nerd, so I love working on the science nerd.
Yeah, speaking of, where are these notes going to show up?
I'm typing them up in the character history and stuff.
Character history, cool.
Yeah,
are there updated?
I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put them in Prouse's folder later. This is just the thing that I'm doing right now for.
Okay.
And we're gonna update everybody's shit. Don't worry. It's I
cool.
don't want to wait. I don't want to wait till
Richie.
Yes.
Shut up.
No.
Yes.
No.
Richie, shut up for a second.
Shut up.
So
You shut up.
do we have updated physical descriptions?
Yes, we do.
Okay, they're in there.
Not completely updated. I hadn't gotten to the boys, but for the girls, yes, I have updated some of the physical descriptions.
Okie dokie. Well, you let me know if you want to work together on the guys' descriptions.
Yes, I really do. I do. But
Okay.
again, that's part of like just us building the character's history and like basic stuff. Is like as we do that, we're like, oh, this is gonna change how the overall look and feel of this character is.
Yes,
Like
gotcha.
one of the things that I had to update about Prouse recently was we initially had him at a stocky build of like 6'4", and I'm like, yeah, he's not gonna be a stocky. Now he's gonna be a lanky build of 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if he grows
I mean,
anymore,
he could-
he's gonna be like Shaggy from Scooby Doo, but like cooler and sciencey. But like that kind of a.
I mean,
more of a
what
self-insert,
what
huh?
would be wrong with that? I mean, let's kind of split the difference. Let's make him 6'1", 6'2".
No, I would say I'm gonna keep him at 5'10". I'm gonna keep him at 5'10", and he looks kind of lanky, but he's actually like when he's wearing like his lab coat and everything, he looks kind of lanky and everything. But like when he's actually in combat mode, like he's got one of those tight form-fitting
Like pretty
shirts.
lean.
He's got one of those tight form-fitting shirts that doesn't have sleeves, kind of like Under Armour, the sleeveless Under Armour kind of thing. But it's
Okay.
some type of armor, and you can actually see this kid trains. Like he trains physically. So he's got at least a good build to him. There's
Okay. So what I'm getting from this is that you want
lean,
you want
athletic,
Prouse-
but also hidden.
right. So Prouse, the Snake Man, but buff.
Okay. Oh, no. Not buff. He's just toned.
So
Toned. There's a
so
difference
sta-
between
toned
buff and
snake.
toned snake man. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Uh-huh. No.
Okay, approved. Gotcha. Okay, bye.
What? No.
Anywho, I just got home and I'm gonna pass right the fuck out. I've been up
Okay,
since
cool. Because I
5:30,
was gonna say she's immediately gonna go to draw this, and it's gonna be all of my nightmare fuel. I at least know you well
don't
enough
worry
now.
Don't worry about that.
No. I have to worry about that. What are you doing to our poor characters?
Don't worry about it.
You're a liar. I'm gonna worry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I love you guys. Have a good night.
All right. Bye.
Right.
Bye.
Good night. I think I still think at the very least he should be like have a little bit of height.
Well, 5'10" is a little bit of height, dude. And he's only
Little
15.
bit.
He's still growing.
So he could be taller.
Yeah, he could get taller. Yes. That's not
mean-
that's not the end of his height. That's just his height right now.
I mean, I have friends that were 6'1" when they were 13. So.
Congratulations. I'm 5'8". I want at least one dude about as tall as me right now. I can relate with Prouse. Let him just be 2 inches taller than me for now.
Hey, look who you're talking to. I'm 5'6", dude.
Okay, then, yeah, my mom is 5'10". I look up to my mom. So, yeah, I'm the runt of
Jeez,
my
your mom-
family, dude. My dad was 5'7",
Dude.
so I ended up at 5'7", 5'8", somewhere around there.
Dude, I'm the runt of a family full of runts.
I am practically.
How you think I feel?
Right. But that makes dating quite a bit easier because most of the girls are my size. Most of the girls are the same height as I am, and they're like, "Oh, I thought I wanted a taller guy," and then I can actually look you in the eyes, and I'm like, "Right?"
Yeah.
They're mean. Girls are mean, or at least the ones that are like, "I only date guys that are like 6'2". I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe you should date people that actually have a personality that you give a shit about, instead of just worrying about physical appearances. Bitch. I'm terrible at this, yeah. Okay, I don't know what to put for centimeters because I don't know what is 5'10" in centimeters. It is, okay, cool, 177.8, sorry. No, god damn it. meant to copy it, or I meant to paste, and I pressed copy, because I'm an idiot. But at least I can admit it. Okay, so... Oh shit, no, we did have an eye color for him, and it was gold.
What's it now?
Yeah, I don't think I want to keep it at gold, though. I want to keep it green. I like green. Typically... Man, I would really like to have Yusef on here right now. Just be like, bruh, let me tell you all the cool shit we just did with Prouse. You thought you're really gonna want to audition for him now. Oh man, lost one. Oh, so we did have some kind of history going on, but we just redid his history. Really, just Okay, so... Oh no, he's an open nerd. He's not a secret nerd. Okay, let's get some history on this. So we just redid his entire history from the ground up, and I could not be happier.
Yeah, like given how everything has turned out so far, like this is
like that's been really cool. I've loved just seeing this. Okay, graduated from the 93rd. Okay, so we updated quite a bit of stuff physically. Okay.
Shadow asks, so does our boy here invent his own weapons too?
Yes. Mostly they're defensive because, you know, being bullied, you tend to focus on defensive items. But the more important thing is that he makes weapons for the team and he repairs weapons for the team. So, yeah. We're so still figuring some stuff out with Prouse. Prouse is so much fun, dude.
So basically, he's an artificer and a blacksmith, too.
Yeah, he's a bit of both. Yeah.
I like that.
On top of that, he's also a chemist.
No, wait, artificer doesn't cover that. No. Artificer, from what I've been reading,
artificers also do chemistry. Well, they do alchemy. He's an artificer, alchemist, blacksmith. Like, the cross class here is insane, guys.
That's a hell of a multi-class.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go add another class. Let's see. Paladin, sorcerer, warlock, druid, fighter, monk, cleric, ranger. Alchemist. Is alchemist a thing?
Is alchemist a class? Let's see.
That is a thing I have to look up.
Alchemist D&D.
Yeah, it's a class.
Yeah. Yep. At least in the 5th edition.
Yep. Base class is artificer. Yeah. It's a type of artificer. So eventually he will become an alchemist as well. So it moves on. I see that Nuke is streaming while we're streaming. How dare.
That's to him.
They're not there.
I see. All right. Well, we gotta figure some stuff out. Well, you just here, invent his own weapons too. Wait, you just know? No, it's not that I just noticed. It's that we were working on other stuff as well. Okay, so alchemist and then blacksmith. Blacksmith. I'm pretty sure it's a feat as well. Blacksmithing is a feat. Other suggestions: blacksmiths, forge domain, soldier, baldur's gate. Jesus Christ. The blacksmith, mage, right?
Oh, blacksmith is a class.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Monsters forms. See, it's not showing on D&D Beyond. Blacksmith class. What does it say? Jesus Christ, it's not showing up here at all. There's the tiny Tony Stark subclass of Artificer. Yeah, that's basically what he is. It's called Battlesmith. Oh, Battlesmith. Okay, let's go into class. Yeah, he's a Battlesmith. That's what he is right now. And then he'll become, he's a Battlesmith Artificer, and then we'll add, I'm wondering if you can cross-class from Battlesmith Artificer to Alchemist as well. To Alchemist. Let's see what he'll eventually become. Let's just go for broke. 20. Just putting the 20 there. Okay, Artificer Infusions. Enhanced. Jesus Christ. Boots of Winding Path. Teleport up to 15 feet as a bonus. Fuck yes.
Whoa.
Enhanced Arcane Focus. Yeah, that's going to be a thing because of his eyes. Radiant Weapon. Fuck. Well, it'll be a homebrew. We'd have to make a homebrew Artificer in that case then. But I mean, it's a thing that we'll do. Resilient Armor. Yeah. Repulsive Shield. Basically, I've got to get all of this. Homunculus Servant. Jesus Christ. Okay. Hold on. Repulsion Shield. Okay, choose an armor. Gleaming Bag of Holding. Choose an option. What the fuck? Dread Helm. Whoa. Boots of False Tracks. What the hell is this?
Boots of False Tracks.
Orb of Direction. Orb of Time. Lock of Trickery. What? No, I'm all right. That's all right.
Carl, you're just in time.
Boots of Elven Kind. Cloak of Elven Kind.
We are bugging out at the possibilities that we've come up with for Prouse.
Fuck, dude. These are things that you can just make. These are things that you can just fucking make. Replicate magical item. You can just make these fucking magical items. Slippers of spider climbing literally let you walk on walls and ceilings. Helm of telepathy. Amulet of health, which I can just do that. Ring of protection. You know what? That's crazy. I would give him ring of protection. Hold on. Is that a... Yeah, that's a level 14 item, so I would take it at level 14. And also, let's see. So I just keep going with replicate magical item, and I go all the way to 14. And let's see. I would go amulet of health. So at any point in time, I can just... do that. Okay, cool.
Artillerist is so I heard you like turrets. I can't see Prouse messing with turrets on that level.
I mean, he might make them himself and just like have auto turrets going up. Let's see. He probably would have a ring of water walking. Yeah, he probably would have that. Okay, there we go. Ability score improvement. Well, should I take a feat or an ability score? That's the real question here. Keen Mind increases your max intelligence score by 1. Always know which way is north. Always know the number of hours left before the next sunrise. You can accurately recall anything you have seen or heard within the past month. Yeah, I'm going to give him that. Okay, ability score improvement. Let's bump up that intelligence.
So now he's got elephant memory on top of everything else.
And now let's bump up that wisdom, bitch. Oh no, I'm sorry, that dex. That dex, yeah. Okay, now we go over to abilities. He has a dex of 16. His wisdom is maxed out at fucking 20. He's got a +1 racial and a +4 improvements. Yeah, his intelligence is maxed out. This is level 20 Prouse, by the way. Not level 4 Prouse that we were working with before.
Right.
And his dex is up to 16. Yeah, I'm down for that. Okay. And I'm gonna choose. You know what? No, that doesn't make sense. For me to choose a feat. Let's go with ability score. Finally, let's continue hitting dex. There we go. Yeah, his dex is a +4. So he's really good with his hands. Which is good for like building shit, like intricate building of stuff. That's gonna be very helpful. So, yeah, man. Okay, and even with just basic shit. Okay, oh wow, he can hold on to a lot of attuned magic items. Okay, so duplicate magic weapons or duplicate magic item. Okay, wondrous weapon 1 ring of jumping, ring of. Okay, so I'm giving him ring of water walking because I said he could duplicate that. Let's see, armor. How about cloak? What did I say? Didn't I give him like boots? Nah. The boots of false tracks, boots of spiding and stripping. Levitation, boots of speed, elven kind, cloak, cloak, billowing, fashions, elven kind. Did I give him the cloak of elven kind? I think I might have. Hang on a second. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, he gets extra attack, tool expertise. Arcane Jolt. Jesus. Spell storing item. Jesus. Infusion choices. Okay, so Ring of Water Walking, Ring of Protection, Amulet of Health. So I didn't make him a cloak. Okay, cool. Go back to equipment. Let's inventory. Let's remove this item. Ring of Water Walking.
You know, I feel like at this point we should rename this episode of Infinity Fridays Proust Gets Good.
Okay, so Ring of Protection. Okay. Amulet.
If one of your items he makes isn't a bag of holding, you done goofed, says Shadow.
I'm sorry, I done goofed. Okay, attune. This is gonna bump my constitution up kind of a ways. Attune. Ring of Water Walking is just there. Okay. Well, you telling me at this point I would not have gotten a bag of holding? Please. At level 20, you think he doesn't have a bag of holding? You are out of your damn mind. Alright, now, let's view him with just that shit. Okay, his AC is now 17 with a +4 initiative, a +6 proficiency. So yeah, there's some stuff there. This is basic shit, guys. Jesus Christ, I have a +11 on investigation, +8 on medicine, +16 on sleight of hand. Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Jeez. That makes perfect sense.
Oh
but
yeah, his
still,
constitution, that's it. Okay, so his dexterity isn't his second highest. Because of the amulet. Because of the amulet, he has a con of 19 now. It automatically bumps him to 19, so I have a +4 on dex and con, and a +5 to intelligence, a +2 to wisdom, and then strength and charisma are like basically nothing. Like -1 charisma and a 0 strength.
I mean, he is a nerd, so charisma isn't his strong suit. So
Charisma's not his
sense.
strong suit. No. But an AC of 17 is not bad. I mean, it could be much better, but I mean, it's not bad. Like, I have a monk that's like 23 AC. Like, it's ridiculous, dude. If you know how to build a monk for defense, it's crazy. Okay. Bag of holding, portable hole.
Unlimited mayonnaise.
Unlimited mayonnaise. That is a thing, believe it or not.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There's a jar of holding that literally you can summon unlimited ale, unlimited mayonnaise. Like, it's ridiculous the kind of shit you can come up with.
Okay, I mean, unlimited ale, that makes sense.
Hmm.
I mean, I can see the use for that. I mean, either that or unlimited whiskey.
That's also good, yeah.
I could go for a jar of unlimited whiskey.
I would also give him a ring of invisibility. He's a nerd. He'd need it. So, ring of regeneration. Gonna attune that bitch. Ring of invisibility. Gonna attune that bitch. Now, let's get him a proper fucking cloak. Unlimited whiskey to make all enemies drink. Roll. Drink!
Roll for inebriation.
Roll. Cloaca.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay, the Cloak of Elven Kind, I would give him that. And then, Yeah, you'd probably like make a level 2 at that point. So let's where and then where. Okay, crossbow bolts, crossbow. Okay, at this point, if he's crossbow, he would probably be okay with the. No. Okay, hold on. I fucked up. Remove. Oh, motherfucker. I removed the wrong one. That one. That's what I meant. That way. Okay, close enough. Put it at 40. Bam. Now let's view the character sheet. There we go. That's decent. 19. I look forward to these streams every week. Oh boy. Strikes me as the type who would use unlimited whiskey as a high test cleaner. Oh dear. He's 15, people. He's not drinking it. Speaking stones are also fun. Yeah, that's true. So is the alchemy jar. Unlimited mayonnaise is the best. So is unlimited cheese. I'm just saying, unlimited cheese. That's all I'm saying. Portable hole. Okay, there's a plus 14. Jesus Christ. A plus 6 unarmed strike. Wow, that's crazy. But that's a level 20 for you, dude. Not bad, not bad. Alright. That is essentially Prouse as a human being. Under the Food Regulations and Standards Act of 1906, there is no such thing as enough cheese. I love that, Shadow. Nice one. Nice. Probably the hardest person for me to write for now is gonna be, Boss. He's had the least stuff that I've worked on. Okay, I just realized something. I need to go back to the dashboard. Nobody fucks with the dashboard except me, apparently. Alright, all widgets, chat box. And save the settings, and there we go. Oh, buddy. I think I just messed up. Hang on. Let me log out and log into the right one. Log in. YouTube. PhatDogStudios, not PhatDog Gaming. Thank you very much. That's why it looks so weird. All widgets, channel box, chat box. Bam. Sale. Okay, now it should show all of the comments for now. Which is fine when you're not gaming. But if you're gaming, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. So now I gotta go back and then log out of that, go back to the gaming one and fix the gaming one. Man, that's a lot of stuff that we're doing though, man. You know? This has been a really cool stream. Thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out and showing support and just chilling with us as we make all this stuff. Alrighty. Came from a poor family, blah, 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 blah. So there we go. Prouse's history is more or less done now. Let's show... Okay. Because of his baggy clothes.
I'm back.
Welcome back. He looks... lanky and scrawny, however, is actually well toned and athletic due to There we go. Tight sleeveless chest armor.
One of the things that I started thinking about when you started describing like how magic looks to Prouse. How does I thought about like the semantics of how the shifting chambers work.
Ah.
Yeah. So like started mulling things over in my head, like if magic looks like looks akin to the life streams in Final Fantasy VII. Like does shifting work on like somewhat of a like molecular level?
Yes.
So does basically
magic
like
and
with the shifting chamber,
magic and chemistry work in tandem in the shifting chamber? Yes. Or magic and what would it be called, chemistry, or would it, or
like how would chemistry, like where would chemistry come in with the shifting chamber?
They're not chemicals at that point. It's literally working on a subatomic level.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be chemistry. That would be physics.
What is the okay? So yes, chemistry and physics. Okay, yeah. Or not chemistry, but
that'd be magic and physics. Yeah,
which we've already coined the term for that in magiphysics.
Magiphysics, yes.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, no, that was a thing that was written into Chapter 1 originally. Was talking about magiphysics.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. It's pretty cool shit, dude. I love it. Like, I'm having such a good time working on this tonight. I really am.
Yeah, same. Like this is really it's really like brought me back. Like I'm in a good mood again. I feel better.
How do you start from nowhere and come up with something interesting? You found that a lack of sleep contributes. I mean, it's not
same.
necessarily a lack of sleep. But yeah, it definitely helps. It helps if you're crazy. But also like starting from nothing is actually probably the easiest. You have a lot more restrictions when you're trying to add on to something that already exists. That's why parody is like less fun for me. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that working on parody is not fun. It's just less fun for me than working on something from scratch because I'm constrained by a lot of stuff. But when you're working from scratch, you get to build the world how you want. That's why I love doing original content rather than parody or fan fiction, because I'm not saying that those things don't have their place and I like them in their own respective ways, but you have to follow already pre-established laws of an already established universe. When you're starting on a blank canvas, you're literally designing your own world, your own universe, your own characters. How do things happen? You get to ask yourself some of the coolest questions you would never ask anywhere else. Literally, you heard them here on this stream. Some of the questions we were asking each other were so cool. Loved it. Man.
What's really nice about like working on original work is that like you can build things from scratch, but at the same time take from already existing concepts.
Oh yeah.
And basically like work it in your favor.
You've heard us pulling in a little bit of Final Fantasy VII stuff, but I'm also pulling from like other things. I'm pulling a little bit of like the heads-up display, kind of similar to Iron Man, where you have text scrolling and stuff like that. But like it could be, pardon me, it could be in a completely different alphabet. You know, and there may be a universal translation function inside of his goggles that lets him, like, when they speak, he can see what they're saying.
So he basically has like a Babelfish function in his goggles.
In a way, yeah. Yeah.
We got to write that down.
I mean, we're gonna do that when we get to when we get more into like his technology stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely in there. Like, okay. So I want you guys to understand this is what we wrote today, and that's what I added. So this is what we wrote today. Oh, I'm sorry. This is what we wrote today, and this is what was added. I put it on the other page. It looks a lot bigger. But like, okay, so we've got some basic stuff down here that we didn't have before, like basic descriptions. You know, he's dark purple, short, more typical shonen style hair. Pippa likes to braid it anyway. He complains it makes him feel like a child, but secretly he loves it. His height is 5'10". He's 177.8 centimeters. Because of his baggy clothes, he looks lanky. You know what? All right, fine. I'll concede one more. He's 5'11". He's practically knocking on the door of 6 foot. All right.
Okay, I'll take it.
5'11" in centimeters. No, 5 foot. 5'11" in centimeters.
5.91666666
Okay, you could have stopped
is equivalent
Jesus
to
Christ.
180.34 centimeters.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking hell.
Hi-ya.
Hiya. Fuyo. Alright, so
I forgot about Fuyo.
Fuyo. Okay, so I'm gonna take that and change it to, bam, 180 centimeter. Okay. 180, you know what? I'm gonna put the 0.3 in there. 180.3 centimeters. So there you go.
Hey, that 0.3 counts.
The 0.3 does count. 1 millimeter. He went up 3 millimeters, baby. Okay. All right. Tight, sleeveless chest armor, similar to Under Armour, but thick like Kevlar. Loose combat pants with lots of
Random
pockets.
random aside with the significant amount of music that I've been working on, and the fact that I'm collaborating with with an established band, and also given the fact that I'm working on music for Infinity's Light as well as Check, I actually have to sign up with a performing rights organization.
You need to also make 2 more themes for Prouse.
I need to also what?
Make 2 more themes for Prouse. We've got to have 2 themes now. Because of this whole conversation, it made me realize we have to have 3 full themes for Prouse. One of them is straight up. We need to have. All right, so we have Prouse's just main theme, which is that lo-fi theme that's really chill. We need to have one called The Wonders of Magic, which is basically like the theme of what is the theme we hear when Prouse sees magic? Like the wonders of magic. So like just imagine what is the song that we hear when Prouse sees magic for the first time? So that's The Wonders of Magic, and then there should be one called The Joys of Technology, and that should. So The Wonders of Magic and The Joys of Technology, those are all 3 Prouse themes. There's Prouse's theme, there's The Wonders of Magic, and then there's The Joy of Technology. And they all have like that, they have to share that similar kind of Prouse theme together. So it's like, how do we reinterpret what we had here and make it like something that's like angelic and ethereal for The Wonders of Magic, and then make it like techno or technology, not necessarily techno, not techno, no, but like
hear me out here.
Technological.
Okay, hear me out here. Are you familiar with you probably don't know it by name, but there's a song that we've all heard. You've probably heard it a lot in Ren and Stimpy. It's called Happy Go Lively. It was composed by Laurie Johnson.
Okay.
It's a song that goes. You know that one.
Okay. It's been a long time since I've seen Ren and Stimpy, bro. But yes, I'll go with you on this.
I'll send you the link to it.
It's been 20.
Happy go
4 or 5 years
lively.
since. It's been at least 20 years since I watched Ren and Stimpy, bro. So yeah, it's gonna.
Hey.
I sent you a thing too, by the way. I sent it a while back.
Oh yeah, so like I haven't had a chance to look. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I'm looking forward to watching it. Okay, this is Happy Go Lively.
Long coat.
So basically, just straight off the bat, when with the technology theme, I'm thinking like something upbeat like that, but within the theme of Prouse, with probably like a bit more like synthesized elements.
Gotcha. I'll listen to it after I get done with the stream. I don't want to risk copyright anything. Holy crap, guys! This stream needs more simps. I mean, you done messed up, Ron. But yes, also, if the stream needs more simps, I'm glad you're here because we needed your kind. Hey, dude, how was your day? Hey, Super Phoenix. It was the day was okay. The evening, this stream has been fucking amazing with creativity. I love that, Aaron. Why, thank you. Then hurry the fuck up and simp us, Ron. Dude, this stream has been fucking amazing. I hope you get. Oh my god, we've been going for 3.5 hours. I have to end the stream. Then join me because I became one for Richie earlier. Yeah, we kind of have to, dude.
Do we though?
We have to end the stream. We don't have to quit working.
The only reason I pose that question because like I look at Miki streams and them shits is like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, but like she doesn't start as late as we do.
Fair.
Also, at the same time though, I'm not. That's part of the problem. I like keeping them at 2-hour streams for the people that come by and watch later. It's a little more digestible for them.
But like we got a little carried away, but in like the best way.
Oh yeah,
tonight.
in the best way possible.
I mean, if y'all are simping at all, if we're simping at all, we're simping for science.
Yeah, and that's what makes it great. I mean, there's also
Aaron,
stuff,
there's a lot of good stuff you missed, unfortunately.
There's also a lot of stuff that I want to talk about with this character that I'm not able to right now because spoilers.
Yeah, you're not at liberty.
We're not at liberty to say
at the present moment.
It's been going for 3.5 hours, Aaron. But the good news is, us ending it is not the end of everything. You can go back and rewatch from the beginning.
Exactly. Hey, there's a lot of good stuff we got to talk about. Like, this was basically like.
It's not just Proust.
It's basically
we literally just figured out the dimensions for the Academy City, and like the city beyond it, the farmland and everything beyond. Like we got into it.
Spoiler
Now we
alert.
have to.
Academy City is freaking huge.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's big. Yeah, but where am I going to get my live smartass banter from while watching? I mean, you can subscribe to my channel, like Zoinks Gaming. That's one place you can get it from. By the way, guys, I streamed some more Mass Effect 2 today. If you didn't catch it, you can go check it out. I streamed for about 2 hours, and then I had to stop and make sure I got some recording done. Or rather, I had to direct some more stuff, because we are now doing the recordings for Log Horizon Abridged episode 11. That's right, it's happening. And Calvin, you and I are going to be busy working on Slime 6 this coming week. Getting that all finished up. So that's going to be, we got to do that, and then it's immediately right to Log Horizon Abridged 10.5. It's right to 10.5, yeah. Because that has to come out in 15 days. Like 14 now, because it's about to be the 17th here. So hold up, before you go, did you hear that Michael Jordan is doing a Static Shock movie? No.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, there's a difference. I was fixing to say Michael Jordan.
There's an important difference.
Bye, guys and gals, and it was really fun. I love this shit. Goodbye, motherfuckers. Peace. Well, you're leaving before us then, Crafter. Because I was checking to see if Fel was going to come back, so we could at least say goodbye with Fel. His grandma's been having troubles lately, so I understand. But, like, at the same time, it's like, bruh, we want to say what's up. Also, once Infinity's light becomes famous, we're getting a robot dog. That's just how it's going to have to go. What other Jordan is more important than the goat? I wait till the end. There you go.
Okay. Good man.
Attaboy. Did he rejoin?
Yes, he did.
There is a Fel. Hello.
Yeah, sorry, my grandma's been having a lot of fucking tech issues.
That's what I was saying, that your grandma's been having trouble lately. That's all good. But we're like 3.5 hours in. We're about 3.5 hours in. We're going to end it pretty soon. I figured you'd want to be here when we end it.
Yeah.
The last bit of stuff that we added was
I'm seeing it on screen.
Clothing stuff was basically most of it. And like some physical differences that we changed.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
You remember us all when you make it big? I don't guys, you're the ones that have to help us get to make it big. So guys, the number one thing you could do.
We have no choice.
We have no choice but to remember you all. Garçon. All right. What Fell, it's over. Too late. No, he's been here on and off. Don't give him that. Still waiting for the anime recommendation stream. Shit, we're gonna have a lot of that. Okay, well, shit. That's basically any anime recommendation stream is just me sitting here with Calvin telling him what anime he should be checking out. That's basically
I'm sure people want to see that. And guys, yes, I have been on and off. I was here for the beginning, working with realizing some of the stuff.
Yeah, dude, there was a lot. He was here for a lot of the real meat of this, dude.
Yeah,
so,
especially because
Fel got a chance to dig into like more of the stuff than I did.
Also, guys,
I came in about like an hour and a half in.
Also, guys, keep in mind that when we finally next year start putting out chapters of this stuff, a lot of the Infinity's Light streams are going to be moved to private because there's going to be spoilers. There's going to be spoilers. Like, we're trying our best not to spoil much later down the road stuff, but like just knowing some of the backstory for these characters is a little spoilery. So you're getting advanced knowledge on stuff. So guys, showing up early has its perks.
So TLDR, take all this in while you can.
While you can, because it will go away soon. Like, I say soon, but probably like in about half a year or something. Hell yeah, Menu-sama fan fiction. No! No! No,
God.
Please tell me that shit does not exist. It probably fucking exists.
What
Menu-sama fan fiction.
I'm laughing about it. I don't think it exists, but if it does, what the fuck?
As both the creator and the person behind Menu-sama, I'm kind of a little creeped out. Just a little bit.
You should be.
As well, I should be. I am not just the voice. I am partially the personality of Menu because I write him. So now I'm like, fuck. This is weird, but that's okay. A lot of you are like, oh, Menu-sama in slime, and I'm like, y'all don't know, maybe. I would assume it does. Yeah.
There's a lot of things
hearts.
going on, guys.
All right, guys. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Fel, sign off how you want to sign off. However it is that you want to sign off.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming. Sorry I wasn't here the whole time.
That's okay.
But I want to thank everyone for coming. Definitely, we love that you come and participate with us. If you do want to follow me on my social media, it is Fel the VA at Twitter. If you do want to support some of the other stuff that we do, please head over to our Patreon, the Fat Dog one. Or if you do want to just donate to help Infinity's Light, do that.
Yeah.
It really
donations that hit us on this day go towards Infinity's Light, so we appreciate it.
Now, I could plug my own
and when
Patreon.
And the other thing is, if you want to donate, to specifically to Infinity's Light, make sure to include that in your message to either PayPal or your message on Super Chat to let us know if you want to be an executive producer. But keep in mind that once you're an executive producer, you are free to see all of the spoilers. So if you don't want to get spoiled on something, please let us know if you do or do not want to be an executive producer. It's important.
Now, I joked that I said I had a patron.
You have a Patreon.
I really do have a Patreon.
Yep.
It's under the same name, but honestly, I would rather have any of that funding at the moment. If
going towards this.
You basically took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah. Same. Like, I have my own Patreon, but that's for like my gaming channel and stuff. But yes, I do post Infinity's Light stuff on my Patreon, and I do sometimes post like abridging shit that I'm working on my Patreon. It is called Richie's Creative Corner, but not. I don't post enough, really. But if you just want to support me because you like me, then I won't tell you no.
Yeah, and I mean, same for me. But honestly, my main thing is.
But the main Patreon to donate to is the Fat Dog Patreon, because that money goes to us too.
Because we want to succeed with Infinity's Light.
Well, it's not just Infinity's Light. That money also goes towards funding other projects like Mega Man and Bridge.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Any funding
goes to Log Horizon, goes to Slime, goes to Mega Man, goes to all the projects that we work on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Calvin makes the most money out of all of us, but rightly so. He works like the hardest out of all of us.
Yeah, I mean, Calvin, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't know if any of y'all pray, but I'm gonna need y'all to pray for me for the next 2 months.
Like seriously.
I mean, the
Hey,
money's gonna be
Calvin,
worth it, but
like
damn.
no joking, no
You
joking.
need
Week
to use the backup. Use it.
guys, week to week and a half, Slime 6 is coming out, and then we have to get LHA out by fucking Halloween. That's gonna be ridiculous. So we have to finish LHA or Slime 6 and LHA 10.5 within 14 days.
In 14 days, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And 10.5, did you clean that? That hasn't fully been cleaned yet, right?
I think I did that right.
No, because we're missing a couple of people for 10.5.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly done. The good news, guys, is like as soon as we get like a couple more lines, it's literally just turn that shit over to Ray and he just knocks the video out in like a couple of days. So by the time Calvin's just about done with Slime 6, the video will be ready for him to start working on audio for LHA 10.5. And then once we get that done, it's time for him to start cleaning Slime 7, throw that over to Ray, and then we start working on the Christmas special. And then that goes back to Calvin. We throw the Christmas special to Ray to get work done. And then when we get Slime 7 done, it's time to start working on LHA 11. Finish up LHA 11 and the Christmas special, and then chill the fuck out. We going on break. We're always like from abridging stuff. From the main abridging stuff, I will always argue. Like I'm down with the streaming. You guys can stream during the time off. I'm personally not gonna, because I just want to break from everything. Like if I want to stream, I'll do it on my own channel where I can game however long I want and not have to worry about any other people's schedules and stuff. But for the most part, like I don't want to be worrying about or working on abridging stuff after the 15th of December. I just want to be like, let's have 2 weeks where we don't have to worry about stress. And that's mostly because usually around the holidays, that's when we're dropping the most shit.
Right.
And Tony's wanting to throw One Piece in there somewhere. So it's kind of like a juggling act trying to see if we can get One Piece out in time.
I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm gonna try. I mean,
Yeah.
I've actually cleaned up about 90% of the audio for that already.
There you go.
So on that end, that's well underway.
Dame no. Okay.
Everything, but all the other stuff. I mean, audio editing. I just don't know.
All right. Calvin, plug away your stuff for your outro, please.
Okay, so like I don't have a Patreon, I don't stream, but I do have a radio show. So technically I do stream.
You have a Patreon. It's called PhatDogStudios. Let's be real about where a lot of the money goes to. It goes to the editors.
Okay.
Hey, Isaac.
Fair, very fair. Okay, so I technically do stream. I stream at radiofreebrooklyn.com. I have a radio show called Lush Vibes Radio. It's 2 hours of really chill ass music. Though I don't not necessarily meant to be chill, but it's pretty chill. I mean, it's a show that comes on Tuesday nights at 11 p.m. for 2 hours. So that's the most chill part of the night that like people still have waking hours. So
Guys, we understand if you don't have the money to donate to PhatDogStudios or super chat us here or become a patron, even though you can become a patron for just $1. But
these are live.
That
Isaac.
does not. Yeah, he's aware. That does not stop you. That does not stop you from being able to tell other people that you can that. We exist and that we have a Patreon. So, guys, word of mouth goes a lot further than you would think. So, Yeah.
Oh, trust me.
Guys, tell other people about the channel. Let them know we have a Patreon. Our subscriber count is steadily climbing, so we're very happy for that. And we're even making gains on Patreon, which is super exciting because that means we can pay more of our crew. It's not about like hiring more people because we got plenty of people now. We've got way too many effing people. Now it's mostly about like we've got a lot of different editors, sound editors, and video editors and stuff like that. It's basically about now it's being able to pay people what they're worth. You know?
We now have the talent pool. We just need the money.
We just need more because that's how it works. We want to be able to pay directors for bringing more stuff to the studio. Like if you could get paid to direct shit, that's really cool. You know, that would be bigger incentives so we could get more stuff on PhatDog. Very, very important. Can't stress this enough. PhatDogStudios Patreon. Link in the description. It's right down there below this video if you want to become a patron. And there's lots of perks even for the $1 patrons. As much as we joke about Dollar Store Patreon patrons, it's just money does make the world go round. And guys, we do understand that 2020 is being kind of a bitch. We absolutely understand it. But you know, if by some freaking miracle if you live in the US by some freaking miracle and you have fingers crossed there happens to get some stimulus done and checks go out, you know, if you got a little leftover money from one of those $1,200 checks that you want to throw towards some of your favorite creators, wink wink nudge nudge, hope we're one of that group, we won't say no.
I promise, if you donate, I will work on the robot waifus.
More robot waifu TED Talks. Dude, I've got a TED Talk planned about, like, nobody's gonna want to hear it, but like anytime I can get on an angry rant and say welcome to my TED Talk, I'm up for it. Right now I've got one about Genshin Impact that I really want to do, and how it's just China stealing from Japan yet again. So
what's horrible is that I actually enjoy it though.
I know, and that's half of the reason why I don't want to play it is because I know I'll probably enjoy it too. I'll still be a fucking hypocrite and talk about how it's like a loose clone of Breath of the Wild. It's like if you took the fun adventure away and put in more RPG elements. That's Genshin Impact versus Breath of the Wild. A lot of the mechanics very much still the same. I love how everybody's like, oh, but weapon durability is not a thing anymore. Yay! And I'm like, no, fuck you. That made Breath of the Wild fun. Weapon durability was a cool fucking mechanic, and people that bitch about it suck. Get good. Play some Dark Souls games, you assholes. Then come back to Breath of the Wild. Oh, you'll be so happy with Breath of the Wild. Anyway. China coming over to Japan and stealing our video games. That's what we should really be complaining about. All right. Alrighty. That's basically everything. Hi, I'm Richie Roberts. I have a Twitter. I do get political on there, so if you don't like that, I mean, it's mostly nerd shit, but I do some political stuff every now and then. So be warned, but at Richie Roberts VO. So pretty simple. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it be there. And you can see my work practically almost everywhere on this channel. I'm the writer for Log Horizon Abridged. I am a couple of voices in there, Menu being one of them. I am the writer and director for Slime. I am joined by Fel, who does voices in both Slime and Log Horizon and is the co-writer and co-director for Slime Abridged, as well as Calvin, who is, of course, and I'm just keeping to the abridging side of things, who is our audio editor for fucking everything just about on PhatDog.
Which needs to be changed. You should be the head audio director, not the
know.
sole audio director.
Well, that requires money.
In time.
Titles like that require more money so that we can fund the other audio directors.
Yeah.
That way Calvin can stop siphoning it away from other creative people. Remember, all right, so that's it. Remember, guys, get creative. Write some shit down. The best ideas happen either right before you go into sleep or in the shower. So keep a pen and pad nearby, and yeah, watch more anime. Because that's the number one tenet of a writer, is to just absorb as much shit as you can. Watch more anime, read more books, all that stuff. Get into it.
Get inspired.
You
stay
can't.
inspired.
You can't be a writer without being a reader. That should have been how I did it. Yeah. Remember, you can't be a writer without being a reader.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, everybody.
There you go.
Night.
Adios.